Hello, people. That's the new Canary Wharf. Beautiful, isn't it? I think, though, this, follow me, is even more beautiful. The old. This is the old Royal Naval College, London, and we're here for something very, very special. Now, 2 weeks ago, you guys will know, we had the relaunch of the Ring magazine, and it's only right with a relaunch that we have an awards ceremony as we look back on what was a magnificent 2024 in the world of boxing. Come and join us as we enjoy what's going to be a really good night. Welcome to the Ring Awards 2024. We are live from the old Royal Naval College in Greenwich, London, and what a spectacular sight it is. Tonight, we celebrate an incredible 12 months inside the squared circle with an array of awards to recognise those who made the 2024 such a great year for the fight game. I'm at the end of the red carpet where so many superstars are going to make that walk. You can probably see Daniel Dubois, by the way, behind me, current IBF heavyweight champion. And we've got a former world champion with me now, Sergio Mora, the Latin Snake, who adorned the Ring magazine cover. What year was that?
2005.
Have you still got that cover?
Absolutely. I got like 10 of them.
This is insane, though, isn't it? This is a wonderful venue to do the awards.
It is vintage. It's classic. You can see the history. It's an amazing place to be. I'm glad to be a part of it.
I like those words. Vintage, classic, amazing. Very much like the Ring magazine.
Very much like the Bible of boxing, because that's what it is. It's vintage. It's something that has a lot of history and a lot of meaning to everyone here.
Look, I think 2024 was one of the best years that we've ever had in boxing. So many moments. Tough question, your moment of 2024?
You know, we called so many great fights on the zone, but my moment, my fight of the year is one that I wasn't a part of. That's Fury Usyk for the undisputed champion. 4 belts on the line. That was an unbelievable moment. That's my 2024 fight of the year.
All right, we could have Tyson Fury or Oleksandr Usyk here because, as I said, there are so many superstar boxers coming. We've got you completely covered, all angles here today. And Ali Drew will be on the red carpet, and she's got so many superstars with her.
Thank you, Addy, and welcome to the arrivals area where our special guests will be making their way into the venue. They'll be heading down these stairs and straight on to the wonderful red carpet where they will be meeting the world's media, posing for photos and doing lots of interviews. And obviously, we can't not have some of the team on the red carpet to speak to the guests when they arrive. And they will first come here to Jamie Ward. Jamie, looking great tonight.
Likewise, Ali.
Thank you very much. Working the red carpet, but before we talk about all that, what was your highlight of 2024?
What a year it's been for the sport. We get to celebrate that tonight, of course, which is fantastic. For me personally, unboxing related, 11-year-old Jamie, I think, loved walking out the tunnel at Wembley Stadium, imagining it was all for me, Champions League final type vibe. But it doesn't get much bigger than that, and obviously 90,000, the night of drama that followed. That's one of many nights you could have picked, but I bet when you ask Dev Sani that question, he'll say the 5v5.
We'll see.
He'll never get over that. Remember I said that, by the way.
And what are you most looking forward to about tonight?
I think just seeing all the fighters have their moment, all the winners. I mean, every fighter I've spoke to has always said that winning a world title is one thing, but being involved in the Ring magazine and having this special moment on the stage is something very memorable. So I'm excited for all the fighters involved.
Well, enjoy your night. Thanks, Jamie. Right, and then we continue down the red carpet to the other member of our team, Dev Sani, looking great as well tonight. Thank you. I expect everyone to say that when I say they look good.
You sort of have to, really.
You have to. Right, so what is your highlight? Boxing highlight from 2024.
I bet Jamie thinks I'm going to say the 5 versus 5.
You did?
I'm not. That was obviously really good. Listen, Daniel Dubois, the rejuvenation, the reinvigoration, the coronation of a new heavyweight king. I love Dubois this year. He's walking around like he's 10 feet tall. He used to just have one jacket he'd wear all the time. He's got a new suit for every occasion now. I used to look at him like, oh, there's Daniel. Now, I'm like, there's Daniel Dubois, 10 feet tall, new guy. So I'm loving him.
Well, he'll be coming tonight, so that'll be good. Enjoy the red carpet, Deb. Thank you very much. So that is our team on the red carpet. As the guests come down here, they will be finishing the red carpet and heading towards the drinks area. Guests will then make their way into this room for the drinks reception, where everyone will be mingling together. There's some seating areas where the guests can relax. The all-important bar area. As we can see, some guests have already arrived. New world champion Dan Dubois, nice and early. This is the room where everyone will be relaxing before they actually go into the awards room. I will be stationed here and I'll be trying to chat to as many of the stars as I possibly can. And also keep an eye out, because in this room, former foes and upcoming opponents will be coming face to face, so it could get a little bit tense. guests will finally make their way into the spectacular painted room with the beautiful painted ceiling that took 19 years to finish. This was also made famous by the TV series Bridgerton. Guests will enjoy a sit-down meal in here, and of course, this is where the award ceremony will be taking place, bigger and better than ever before.
That was good from Ali, wasn't it? Ali Drew there completely sold that for us. And look, we're inside the painted halls, and this place is incredible. By the way, I feel like I'm wearing bow ties more than I'm wearing tracksuits nowadays, right? I feel like there's a big event, some sort of big ceremony every other week. But this one is very, very special because this is the first Ring Awards from 2024. Darren Barker, how are you, sir?
I'm very well. Do you know what? This is an honour. This is a real honour to be a part of this, but to be here in our home city, this is special. This room is special, and I agree with what you said there in the pre-record. Probably the best year we've had in boxing. It's been remarkable. The fights, the upsets, the breakthrough years.
Moments.
The moments. Remarkable.
I asked Sergio Mora very quickly about his moment of the year. What's yours very quickly?
I would agree with Sergio, but I'd also say London. Dubois, AJ. It was special.
Yeah.
That was special to be from this city and a packed out Wembley Stadium, breaking records. The fight was incredible. The week was incredible. The weigh in Trafalgar Square, sold out. That was special. But yeah, I think Fury Usyk one was special. History.
By the way, I'm hearing that Dubois and AJ are here as well, so we could have round two very, very quickly. Traditionally, what the Ring magazine has done is given an award for Fighter of the Year, so just one award. What they're doing now, though, is breaking ground, and we have 11 awards. These are the awards for you on the screen now. Male Fighter of the Year, Female Fighter of the Year, Fight of the Year, Knockout of the Year, Comeback of the Year, Upset Round, Prospect Trainer, Event, and then I think a very important award, Lifetime Achievement Award as well. So 11 awards they're giving out already. It's going to be sensational. And someone who might get an award is here as well. A lot of the fighters are here already. They're going to be making their way downstairs. Them two are going to meet soon, aren't they? February 22nd. Fantastic. Another big name is here as well. I think one of the greatest fighters that we've ever seen in the heavyweight division, a certain Lennox Lewis. He's with Devsani.
Well, I'm in the company of boxing royalty, a former undisputed world heavyweight champion, former Ring magazine champion, Lennox Lewis. How are you?
I'm good. Happy to be here. Yeah.
Everywhere you look, Lennox, there's legends, there's contenders, there's champions. This is a special night.
Very special night. I'm glad to be a part of it, and great to see boxers that I haven't seen yet in real life, because I wanted to size them up.
And how are they looking?
Not that big. Not that big.
Hey, you're looking pretty big to me. Tell me this. You've had a great relationship with Ring magazine. You've been a Ring magazine champion. How much did it mean to you to have that belt?
It meant a lot because, I used to collect them and read them, always see what the boxers were saying, what the managers were saying, what the coaches were saying. So it was a good magazine for that. And then you would always know the right ratings in the Ring magazine. So that was great as well.
You also won Knockout of the Year 2 years in a row, I believe. It was Rackman and then Mike Tyson. That must have been you knew they were good knockouts anyway, but having these guys telling you, special.
Very special, because they take it serious. They're watching you, so they know.
What's your pick for Fighter of the Year and Knockout of the Year?
I don't know. I would have to say Daniel. Daniel threw a great punch the other day, and it came from right field, and it landed.
I think almost everyone in the front row felt that punch. It was that big.
Yes, it was a big punch. It was a big punch.
Best of luck to you, Lennox Lewis. Enjoy your...
Thank you, thank you.
Great to see you, sir.
Now, the reason there was just a big smile on three-weight world champion Shakur Stevenson's face is because later on tonight, Shakur, you're going to be on the stage presenting the Male Fighter of the Year award with the Ring magazine. How does that feel?
It feels amazing. They got a up-and-coming a superstar like me presenting the award to another superstar, and I can't wait.
I know you're a massive boxing fan as well as a great fighter. You're a student of the game. Who have you picked out as your fighter of the year and perhaps the biggest moment of last year?
I like Usyk. I think Usyk did a tremendous job this year. He beat Tyson Fury twice, and I think that was the hardest thing to do.
I do have to ask you, of course, well in camp now, massive fight coming up on February 22nd. How's the injury rehab going and how excited are you to get back in the ring on February 22nd?
I can't wait. I'm going to put on the show come February 22nd, and I hope this got ready.
Do you believe this could be the real best year of Shakur Stevenson? Because there are so many fights out there for you. You've achieved so much at 27 already.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the best of me. I think that I'm going to take over the sport of boxing. I hope everybody prepared for it.
Shakur Stevenson, be prepared. You heard it here first. Have a lovely night.
Wow, look at this, Greenwich. Lit up at night, always looks spectacular, doesn't it? And it is going to be a spectacular night tonight as well. You heard Shakur Stevenson there saying it's going to be a good one. So many awards given out. Zhili Zhang in the building as well. Big bang, Zhili Zhang. Big fight for him coming up against Agit Caviar. I could go on and on and on about the superstars that are here. There are so many, including the current IBF heavyweight champion, Daniel Dubois. Look at this, man, as well. Oleksandr Usyk is in the building. But let's hear from IBF heavyweight champion, Daniel Dubois.
Well, I'm here with the IBF World Heavyweight Champion, who is looking slick, looking smart, new suit, new shirt, new everything. Daniel Dubois.
Yeah, I'm good.
Listen, every time I see you now, it's something new. It's a new whistle. Talk us through tonight's latest outfit.
Well, you know, they got to turn up, yeah, show up, look good, look sharp, and let's see what's up.
Well, what's up is that you are down for 3 awards tonight. You're nominated for Fighter of the Year, Comeback of the Year, Knockout of the Year. You're going to win them all?
Sounds good, don't they? I'd love that, yeah. I like the sound of winning them all, yeah. Let's go.
Well, let's go. You had one hell of a 2024. Best year of your career so far, right?
Yeah, it's good. It's good, good accomplishments, and I'm on a roll now. You're
on a roll. You're very much around now. Monday, you've got a press conference where you meet the next guy. You meet Joseph Parker. Tell us what you're thinking about that fight.
I can't wait for it, man. I can't wait for it. Let's get it on. Let's see him in the flesh and start the whole ritual of fight week and everything going again. And yeah.
He's going to be here tonight, Daniel. What if he starts a bit of a fight with you? What are you going to do?
No, I'm ready for it. I'm ready. Whatever, man.
One of those, you can't tell me what to do.
No, that's it.
Listen, tell me this. What would mean the most to you tonight? If you won Fighter of the Year, Knockout of the Year, Comeback of the Year, what do you want?
What do I want? I want the world. I just... Whatever, it's good. Ring Magazine is a top magazine, and growing up, we always used to look at that. So, I want to win the belt, really. That's what I really want to do.
That's the one, isn't it?
Magazine belt. That's the one.
You'll have to see Oleksandr Usyk at some point if that's the case.
Yeah, that's right. It's all lined up, and one fight at a time now.
Best of luck. Enjoy your evening, Daniel.
Thank you. God bless.
Well, the stars are very much in town here in London this evening. 2 former world champions in the shape of Mr. Andy Lee and Joseph Parker join me now. Joe, obviously massive night coming up for you, February 22nd, but nights like this, how good are these for the sport and how good are these for the fighters as well?
I think nights like this is fantastic for the sport. We see everyone come together to celebrate the Ring, magazine and awards, and it's nice to be here, nice to be here with everyone else. And with my coach, Mr. Andy Lee.
Well, I do have to ask you, I'm going to ask you first about Coach Andy Lee, nominated for Trainer of the Year. What impact has this man had on you, Joe, in and out of the ring?
We work like we are the best together, and I feel like since I've moved with Andy, understanding what he's teaching, but also just breaking everything down. And we only just started. We've been together for about 2 years and a bit, but we've only just started, really.
Andy, what would it mean to you? Firstly, congratulations on the nomination, but what would it mean to you to win that award tonight?
To be honest with you, I don't expect to win it, but I'm just happy to be in the mix and nominated and be recognised for the work we've done. Well, not the work I've done, but also the work this man has done. He's up for Fighter of the Year, and I know there's big claims in it for Dubois with great wins and Usyk great wins, but this man is really the fight of the year because he's got the 2 wins that nobody else. He fought the 2 guys nobody else wanted to fight. He's got 2 biggest wins out of anybody, Wilder and Zhang. 2 guys everyone avoided. He stepped in and beat them easy. So to me, I would say, I know I'm biased, but he should be fighter of the year.
I've got to ask you, Joe, just finally, how does 2-time world heavyweight champion sound to Joseph Parker?
Listen, we're in form, in shape, working hard. It's our time. Like Daniel Dubois says, let's go.
Joe and Andy, enjoy tonight. Thanks so much for speaking to us. It's not.
By the way, it was a certain Mr. Joseph Parker's birthday a couple of days ago as well, so it would be a wonderful birthday present come February 22nd. I think London at night, I'm being biased, is one of the best cities in the world. Amir Khan here as well. All the superstars are here. I've seen the list. And look at this. I mean, doesn't get much bigger than that, does it? Maybe the face of boxing for the last decade. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the current 168-pound king, is here as well. I'm shocked, Barry Jones, by the way. Barry, it's hard to go from Canelo to Barry Jones. Sorry.
I think I was Ginger. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The amount of superstars that are here. I mean, it's so important, isn't it, that we kick this monumentous occasion off, and we're seeing the people that are here. It's incredible.
I think it just shows the magnitude and the importance of what the Ring magazine is. Everyone wants to be involved in it. Everyone wants a taste of it. Everyone wants that belt, of course. You know, if you're good enough, the opportunity to fight for it. But everyone wants to be associated with it, and that's why all these stars are coming out for it tonight. And it's the biggest list I've seen.
It is. It's an incredible list. Did you, by any chance? I mean, I stalk Anthony Joshua's Instagram page all the time. Did you see what AJ posted?
Oh, I did, yeah.
Did you see that?
Only today I saw it.
Only posted it today saying, look, Tyson Fury, I'm coming. I'm going to see you at the award show. We don't know if Tyson Fury's going to turn up, but I like it.
I think it's the fight that they both need now. Yeah. It's the only avenue they both have left. They arguably, certainly for Anthony Joshua, maybe not for Tyson Fury, but certainly for Anthony Joshua, that fight now is, I think for me, is closer than it's ever been before.
Okay, I asked Sergio Mora right at the top of the show. I said he's moment of the year. He said Oleksandr Usyk, Tyson Fury, #1. Understandably so, undisputed. I think Darren Barker said Wembley, AJ Dubois, just because of the magnitude. I'm asking you, moment of the year.
I'm going to be a right idiot. London was great. The week was great. It's got the historic meaning of what Usyk and Fury won meant. Was one of the biggest nights I've ever been around. But for me, it was June 29th in Phoenix, Arizona, to watch Bam Rodriguez, the new breed of super fighter, beat the old breed of super fighter. Yeah. In Juan Francisco Estrada, in what was one of the most beautiful fights to watch.
You know what I like? I like the fact that I've asked 3 people and it's been 3 different moments. That shows how good 2024 is. Now, it's not often that I'm jealous of a certain Jamie Ward, but I'm jealous right now because he has with him the superstar of all superstars, Canelo Alvarez.
Probably doesn't get much bigger than this in terms of stars, Mr. Saul Canelo Alvarez. Saul, twice you've been named Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year. What does that accolade mean to you, aside from all the other belts you've won? What did those awards mean?
No, it means a lot. I'm one of the only fighters to win in 4 different weight classes the Ring Magazine belt, and the magazine is history. So I'm glad to be here.
And in terms of awards, you are presenting the award tonight for Fight of the Year. Yeah. What's been your standout fight in your mind as a boxing fan?
A lot of good fights there. I think it's disrespectful to say just one fight, but it's a lot of good fights there. So it's Tyson Fury with Usyk. A lot of good fights.
And I do have to ask you, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh has said he wants to see Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Bud Crawford. What is your honest thoughts on that as an opportunity and a potential fight?
It's always is a chance there, right? We'll see, but always is a chance there, and we're here to make the best deals, and always a chance.
And I do have to ask you about Dimitri Bivol, because that's a rematch you've always talked about wanting. How do you see the rematch going with Bivol and Beterbiev?
I think it's going to be another good fight. It's going to be another good fight. Both fighters are good fighters, so I think both have a chance to win. Like the first one was a really good fight.
So whatever is next, we look forward to it, my friend. Thank you so much and have a great evening. Canelo in the house.
Yep, Canelo's certainly in the house. I love what Jamie Ward asked him as well. He didn't let him go. He said, look, are we going to get the Crawford fight? And you heard Canelo. Anything can happen, so hopefully sometime in 2025 we do get to see Canelo versus Terence Crawford. All right, who else is in the building? Sky Nicholson is here as well, up for Female Fighter of the Year. Incredible 12 months for Sky Nicholson, 3 fights, 3 wins. She might win it, got some competition though, but let's hear from another former winner of Fighter of the Year. Amir Khan is here and he's with Dev Sani.
Okay, I'm here with Amir King Khan. How are you, sir?
Did he say Amir with Amir?
Amir with Amir.
Amir with Amir.
It's good to have you here. I mean, superstars everywhere. It's a big night. Ring Magazine, big magazine.
Massive night tonight. You got the best of the best. You got the best fighters here. It's funny because I got a tap on my shoulder at the back, and it's Canelo. And I'm like, oh, you've got Canelo here as well. You've got Usyk as well. Yeah. I did a video with him yesterday, just making fun and jokes. I mean, wow. Everyone here, they've got literally... See, we've never had this... I mean, especially my days of boxing, we never had that one event where everyone come to, all the top names, or the biggest names in boxing, the ex-fighters, the ex-world champions. Look, this is the first time it's happening. So this is like the Oscars of boxing, in my opinion.
You literally took the words out of my mouth. And so often in boxing, things just move on. There's the next event, the next press conference. How important is it to take a moment and look back on what a brilliant year we had?
Wow. I mean, if you realise it when you come to an event like this, because you think, like, wow. You know, you think, like, this happened, that happened. I mean, just in 2024, what a year it was. I mean, Joshua fight, the Fury, I mean, the Usyk fight. I mean, look at the great nights they had in Saudi Arabia. I mean, there were some mega fights and a lot of fights that a lot of people thought they were going to win. And they didn't get the win. So boxing's been up and down, but like what a year it's been for boxing. And then to end it, to start it, with this event, I mean, 2025 is going to be another massive year. Now, what's going to happen? Are we going to go with the rematches, or are they going to go up that next level in 2025? There's some big fights that are going to happen, and we're all looking forward to.
You go, you enjoy your night, Amir.
Thank you very much.
Amir with Amir.
Amir with Amir. I keep saying that.
Come on. Good to see you, my friend.
Two-weight world champion Mr. Cole Frampton joins us, but more importantly I want to say 2016 Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year. Cole, amongst all your achievements, where did that award rank for you?
Right at the top, easily, best one. It's just recognised by all the scholars and the scribes in the sport as having... All right, George, all right. Not the best. I wasn't going to say I was the best fighter in the world that year, but I had the best year in terms of wins. Unified against Scott Quigg, and then went up and beat Leo Santa Cruz when I wasn't meant to, so it was a good year.
And you had a terrific career as a fighter, and you're having a great career now as a broadcaster, a pundit, a commentator with TNT as well. Where does this year rank for you in terms of your experience as a commentator? What a year it's been for the sport.
Yeah, it's got to be right up there. As long as I've been into, typically, you know the old argument, fighters don't fight the best, and promoters not working with each other, but Turki Al-Sheikh has obviously got them all together. All the big promoters are together now, not just Frank and Eddie, but also Golden Boy and Top Rank coming to the table as well. It's incredible. That's what we want. We just want the best to fight the best. And fighters will always do that as long as they're being rewarded for it. And Turki Al-Sheikh is obviously paying them handsomely. So I've always said fighters typically don't dodge people. Promoters and stuff keep them apart, but I think that's the thing that Turki Al-Sheikh.
There's Frank Warren there saying hello to Cole Frampton.
Going to shake his hand.
I think he's left you hanging there. Just finally, Cole, in one word, which fighter do you believe captures the headlines tonight?
Usyk's a man. All right, Frank, how are you? Good to see you, man.
Frank Warren, how are you, sir? Lovely to see you. Cole, thanks so much for joining us. Yeah. We love a red carpet. It's always chaos, but it's always fun.
Okay, well, there is a wrecking ball in town. The unbeaten world featherweight champion, Nick Ball. How are you, sir?
All good, Dave. You?
Very, very good. Now, you're up for a big award tonight, comeback of the year. But don't call it a comeback. You should have won that fight against Ray Vargas. I guess that's what they're talking about, right?
Yeah, definitely. Everyone knows you know, who should have won that fight, but that's what you could call it. But yeah, it's good to be here and a part of it. Yeah, so just taking it in.
I guess it's part of the reward for an incredible 2024, a breakout year for you, Nick.
Yeah, life-changing year as well for me. So yeah, glad to have the opportunities that I did have with the right team behind me, and yeah, 2025 is going to be even bigger.
Well, you've got your next fight lined up in 2025. TJ Doheny is the next man. What are you going to do with him?
That's what I always do, yeah. Just be the best version of me and look to take him out.
Enjoy your night. Great to see you, Nick Bull.
And you, Deb. Nice one.
I'm trying to think of who the biggest superstar we've seen so far is. It's a tough one. We've seen Oleksandr Usyk. We haven't heard from him yet. Lennox Lewis is in the building as well. We have seen full-weight world champion Canelo Alvarez. They're all here in Greenwich, London for the Ring Magazine Awards 2024. We're going to look back on the people that made boxing such a good year. Darren Barkin, it was such a good year, wasn't it? I mean, we like to exaggerate sometimes with these things, but you look back at all the events, not just the Riyadh season events, but all the events that we had worldwide. Incredible year.
Yeah, remarkable. And I think it was Carl Frampton who said it there. Fights that wouldn't usually happen are happening now.
Yeah.
You know, they're great. The magnitude of these shows, it's not just the one single fight, it's the depth of these shows now. It's remarkable. And we've been spoilt with so much, so many upsets, so many great moments, like you say, and so many big stars. And I'll be honest with you, when I see Canelo is here, the fanboy straight away in me, I think he's the only big fighter I've not met. I've got to have a photo with Canelo.
How dare you?
I have to.
You're going to go up to him and ask?
I've got to.
I'll be behind you in the queue.
Sergio Mora said he's going to introduce me. You'll be behind me.
I'll be behind you in the queue. You know, when you look back on sort of the back end of 2023 when Tyson Fury fought Francis Ngannou and that massive event in Riyadh, I thought that we were going to get those type of events once a year. I thought, okay, if we get that once a year, kind of our WrestleMania, Super Bowl-like events, that would be good.
Yeah.
We've had 9.
Yeah.
We've had 9 in 2024 of that magnitude. It's been, honestly, it's been insane, hasn't it?
The 6 times that we was in Riyadh last year was remarkable. 7 including, like you say, Fury and Ngannou, but 6 times last year.
Yeah.
They were incredible. The May 18th card, ridiculous. The 5v5, that was something special. You know, it was so unique. You remember when we were sat there and it was so great. You know, I know it was a whitewash, but the whole format, something fresh and something unique that we may see more of moving forward this year. It's been remarkable. It really has. And the new audience that has been developed and captured is so great for the longevity of this great sport.
You know, I love this behind me. If we can get a shot of just behind us there. I think this is just sensational, and I think it's fitting that we have something like this for the Ring Awards. All right, so many more superstars. Jamie Ward is with another.
Well, joining us now and very proudly showing off his Ring Magazine title, Mr. Teofimo Lopez. Teo, the Ring Magazine has backed your success. You won Fighter of the Year previously. You won Prospect of the Year previously as well, amongst other awards. I've asked all the fighters this. What do those accolades from the Ring Magazine mean in comparison to other titles?
To be honest, it's the most prestigious belt in boxing history. I mean, it started back in 1922, and the first person to actually win was Jack Dempsey in 1923. And then 100 years later, I was able to earn it against Josh Taylor. So it's been a great time. But honestly, this is the most prestigious belt that there's ever been made.
It's been a terrific year for the sport, and I know you've enjoyed it. You were there at the Crawford-Madrigal fight, singing and loving every moment. Yes. What's been your standout moment or fight of last year?
I would say the most standout one, I got to say the Garcia-Haney. Yep, it was the most standout. It was a big turnover for everybody. But who I'm really surprised about and really proud of was Bam Rodriguez. He's doing a great job. He's been knocking them down like bowling pins, and I love it.
Who do you want to fight next, Tio? What is next for you?
To be honest, I would love to fight, the likes that are in my how can I say, in my aura, champions, the best of the best. I mean, we try to fight Chiron Boo Tennis. We would like to fight Devin Haney, absolutely. I mean, they're talking a big game, but let's see if they can back it up. Definitely Ryan Garcia in the mix. Couple guys, you know what I mean? But really just trying to collect belts, but my main one, top tier, would be Terrence Bud Crawford.
Well, I think many of the names you just mentioned are going to be here tonight, so best behaviour.
Oh, no, yeah, absolutely. Cheers.
Teofimo Lopez in the house.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Dimitri, let me keep you. February 22nd. It's all happening. February 22nd. You looking forward to this rematch?
Of course, I'm looking forward. Yeah, I want this rematch. I want, and I'm so happy that I have this chance again.
And looking around tonight, this is a special evening. Great fighters everywhere. How does it feel to be here tonight?
To be honest, I just came today, and I'm still in the camp mode. I'm trying to not be too much excited of how many legends here. I'm trying to be focused. I want to do my business here and come back to the training camp.
I know this, but at the end of the day, you are also a big boxing fan. When you see Lennox Lewis, when you see Ricky Hatton, you get excited, right? That kid in you gets excited.
Of course, I'm happy to be here, close to these legends, you know, whom I saw only on TV when I was a kid. But I'm not thinking too much about it now.
You're thinking about getting those belts back?
About coming back to the ring, about training, about prepare my body for February 22.
Artur Beterbiev is here tonight. Are you looking for him?
No, why? No, I'm not looking for him. I'm looking him only. I will see him on February 22. This is the most important.
Best of luck. Enjoy your evening, Dimitri.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
I'm supposed to be like on the fence, but I do have a favourite fighter. That favourite fighter is the guy you just saw there, Dimitri Bivol. We are in Greenwich. We are in London for the Ring Magazine Awards 2024. So many more boxers, so many celebs are arriving. This man is in the building as well, former unified heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua. I'm hearing he's looking for one person. That's former WBC heavyweight champion, Mr. Tyson Fury. Very, very interesting. All right, let's hear from a man who wants a WBC belt, and that man is Mr. Conor Benn, and he's here in the building as well.
Well, as you can see, Ricky Hatton and Mr. Conor Benn is with me now. Conor, on a night where you're in front of all the cameras, probably a bad time for a shiner from sparring, I imagine.
Oh, it's a minor. It's part of the game. You know, it's part of the game, man. It's war. I'm on smoke all the time, 24/7.
I've got to ask you, tonight you're presenting an award in front of boxing royalty. You're presenting the Prospect of the Year award. Saying hello to everyone. He's a popular man, Conor Benn, but what does that moment mean to you? Because that's a special moment, surely, for you.
Of course it is, but once I was a hot prospect, you know, so seeing these fighters come on and the nominees are, all of them are special fighters, so, you know, it's a pleasure of mine to be able to do that.
I do have to ask you, of course, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh has released his wish list for 2025. You know what fight was on there, don't you? Conor Benn, Chris Eubank Jr. The hype, is it bigger than ever right now? And do you 100% believe we see it this year?
If anyone can make the fight, it's His Excellency. And that's what it comes down to. So, you know, we'll see, hopefully get the fight done tonight. If not, you know, there's Barrios there for the WBC World title. They're both not bad options. The reality is, I've said yes to both. We can make both. If His Excellency wants to fight, we can make that fight. Barrios, Eubank, any of them can get in. Any of them.
Now listen, this is a night of grace and decorum. Last time you saw Chris Eubank Jr., he came face to face in the ring with Neymar. It all got quite interesting. Have you spotted him yet?
No, show a lot of respect tonight. This ain't about me, this ain't about Eubank, this is about the Ring Magazine. So, you know, as much as I would love to give him one or two, I will yeah, it's not the night for it. Time and place.
Just finally, how many times have you practiced your speech in the mirror?
What speech?
For the award that you're giving out tonight.
There won't be no speech. I'll be handing over the award. Well done, mate. Come on. Let's go. That's it. Done.
Conor Benn. Always fun. Thanks for speaking to us.
Okay, I'm here with Chris Eubank Jr. There are superstars everywhere tonight. Big night.
A very big night. I didn't realize how big this event was, but I guess me flying all the way over from Dubai just to be here, yeah, it was always going to be a special occasion.
Now, Jamie Ward had a chat with someone you know fairly well, Conor Benn. Conor Benn says he's on his best behaviour this evening. Are you on your best behaviour, Chris?
I'm always on my best behaviour, but if, push comes to shove, then obviously I know what to do. But yeah, I think this event is about celebrating Ring Magazine and enjoying what Turkey's put together for this, amazing belt and this amazing magazine. I'm looking forward to seeing what's in store.
Well, talking about His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh putting things together, it sounds like one of the things he wants to put together next year is yourself against Conor Benn. Interesting, huh?
This year, and that fight will happen. We're in negotiations and they are going very well. I think we're at the last. There's last few things we've got to smooth out, and then the fight will get made and announced. So yeah, big things are happening very soon.
Very much this year, but moment of last year for you, what was your boxing moment of 2024?
It's got to be overcoming my demons and avenging that loss, that upset against Liam Smith. That was a big deal for me, and the first time I've ever been able to do something like that in my career. So that was, a special moment.
Go and enjoy a special evening.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Wow, look at this place. Honestly, incredible. It really is stunning. And this man was asking me about this building as well, this man being former unified heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua. By the way, that was interesting. Eubank Ben, that's the fight you want to see, no?
That is a fight I want to see.
Good fight, isn't it?
For sure, it is a good fight.
Big fight as well, like stadium, packed out.
Are we saying stadium?
I think so. I think
it does. Do well?
Yeah.
Wembley, Tottenham, Cardiff.
Tottenham,
yeah?
60,000.
That'll work out well.
Yeah, I think Wembley might just be pushing it just a little bit.
I think they can do it.
Only a few certain men can do Wembley.
Boxing's on the big stage.
Agreed.
Look at this.
Agreed.
It's amazing.
You've had a nice little break. I saw you out in Nigeria. Do you feel like re-energized, ready to go again?
You know I do.
I know you do.
You know I do.
Yeah.
But more so after my last fight, I took some time out. Mm-hmm. I let my body heal, which I'm still working on now. And I declined some business opportunities so I can focus on the sport, which takes off mental pressure, not just physical stuff. So I let my body heal physically. And then the mental aspect, I've obviously declined some things that are draining mentally. And I went away with the family, which is always good. And we're back again, ready for a big 2025. I feel good.
I like it. Look, let's be honest, your Instagram post, and I always know when you are in control of your Instagram because it's slightly different. Your Instagram post, you're smiling, was interesting, looking for a Mr. Tyson Fury. And I love this. Look, you mentioned this while doing the rounds in Nigeria as well. It's kind of fed over here. Everyone's been talking about it. Is that the one you're gunning for? Is that it now? That's it?
Well, it's a fight that I want to see
because
I'm a fan of boxing, so I want to get that fight underway. When I'm in the gym, in the local gym, everyone's asking me. And the reason why I decided to do some interesting stuff is because, look, I ain't got many years ahead of me. You know, I've had more years behind me. I haven't got that many in front of me. So what I want to do is leave the game with a bang and make an impact. Be outlandish, great character, have fun with it while we're doing it, and go for the big fights. Tyson Fury is one of them.
And it is the biggest fight that can be made in boxing.
Yeah, and it's the one that people keep on... They say it to me every time I see people. They say, when you fight in Fury, we're talking about the Irish community, the English community, the Nigerian community. Cool. Everyone's asked me the same question. So as a fighter, it's up to me to deliver, and that's why I'm saying it has to happen this year, especially with His Excellency, Turkey, DAZN, Eddie, Matchroom, 258 behind me, and sure with him being managed by Spencer and Gold Star now, I think we could definitely make this fight happen.
Has there been any conversation, apart from you wanting it, has there been anything at all? We started anything?
These conversations start the ball rolling, if I'm honest with you. If we're not talking about Tyson Fury, you know it's not happening. But since we're talking about it, I saw that Turkey done an interview recently, and he mentioned it's a fight that he wants to see. So we're talking about it, so I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah, so many superstars here. Do you kind of get starstruck yourself? I mean, you obviously look.
Yeah, I do.
Anyone? Like, I see Canelo here. I know. Anyone give you a bit like?
I saw Ricky Hatton today.
Yeah,
that was good. I respect him a lot.
Yep.
Do you know why I respect a lot of these fighters? Is because I know what it takes, and it really does take a lot. I respect Usyk. I'm looking forward to meeting Usyk outside of the ring, of course. I respect him a lot because of what he's achieved. It takes massive feat to do, and he's done really well. and I'm happy to see you as well.
I'm about to say, I was waiting for that adage. I was thinking, come on, adage. Indeed. All right, Ryan Garcia is in the building. Dev is with him.
Okay, I'm here with King Ryan Garcia. How are you, sir?
Yeah, good. How you doing?
Very good. Good to see you. Listen, everywhere you look, there's just superstars. It's glitz. It's glam. You're right at home in this, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome, though. Seeing a lot of amazing fighters, a lot of good people, so excited for the event. I'm happy to be here.
What can we expect in 2025 from Ryan Garcia? What have you got lined up for us?
I mean, we got some big fights coming. Hopefully we get the Devin Haney rematch, and then whoever else wants it. Teofimo Lopez, he's on my radar. A lot of people that everybody wants to see. That's what I want to fight, so it's going to be good.
Devin Haney, we understand, is here this evening. Teofimo Lopez is here this evening. Everyone is here this evening.
Yes.
Are you going to be on your best behaviour, Ryan?
Yeah, as long as they are. But you never know. It's still kind of bad blood, so I don't know how they really feel. For me, I'm going to be minding my business, enjoying the event, and having a good time.
Is it personal now between you and Devin Haney?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, after the lawsuit and everything that's went down, to me it's a little personal, so hopefully we keep our distance.
Let's see if you do. Maybe he's coming up. Actually, he is coming up. He's probably going to walk past us very shortly. So would you like to be on the cover of Ring Magazine? Would you like to win a Ring Magazine title?
Oh, yeah, 100%. That's a dream for every fighter, so I would love to do it. So one day, hopefully I get there.
Who do you think's Fighter of the Year?
You say what?
Who do you think will win Fighter of the Year?
Probably Usyk, right? Yeah.
Impressed with his year?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just sort of keeping you here as long as I can because Devin Haney's coming past. I'm going to see if you want to have a fight with him. But if you do cross paths tonight, how do you expect it to go?
I don't know. I'm always going to just keep my cool first, and I think everything will be cordial tonight. That's what I think.
It's that kind of night, isn't it? Everyone seems to be cordial on their best behaviour.
I don't think anybody's on anything today, in my opinion. But I don't know. You never know.
But we need to see you in the ring again before long. When can we expect fight news for Ryan Garcia?
I mean, pretty soon. Obviously, I had an injury in my little exhibition fight. But, I mean, for me, hopefully I could get in by May.
Hopefully we see you soon. Enjoy your evening.
Pleasure.
Nice to see you. And there's...
Ryan Garcia is here. Devin Haney's here. Hopefully we have a lot of security here as well because those two don't mix at all. Greenwich, we are in South East London. We are here for the Ring Magazine Awards 2024. And there is someone who was the Ring Magazine champion at 168 pounds in the reception area with Ali Drew. Callum Smith is in the building.
I'm now joined by arguably the most famous Smith brother, Callum Smith. How are you enjoying the night so far?
Yeah, it's good. There's a lot of stars here, and I think as fighters we all start off as boxing fans as well, so it's nice to be here and see some of the best fighters in the world, past and present. So yeah, it's been good so far.
Now, I noticed that I saw the guest list, your name was on it, but so was your upcoming opponent in Joshua Buatsi, who you're facing on February 22nd. Have you seen him yet?
No, I haven't. Obviously, I expect him to be here. I think we've got a lot of media stuff this week, but no, I haven't bumped into him yet, no.
What do you think it's going to be like when you do?
I don't know, quite respectful. I'm very respectful, and I think he has been as well in the past, so I don't expect this one to be a bit of a bad blood grudge match, but you never know. But yeah, I've got full respect for him, and but I think we'll both gel together and have a very good fight.
Now, Feb 22nd is not long away, so you'll be deep in camp now. It's an absolute mammoth card that you're on. How good is it to be involved in an occasion that is going to be that big?
Yeah, massive. I think as fighters you want to perform and showcase your skills on the biggest stage possible, and I've been very lucky throughout my career to be a part of some great events and on great shows, but I think this one probably tops them all. I think from top to bottom, every fight's a very, very good world level fight. So again, as a boxing fan, I'd like to watch it, but I know it's a pleasure to be involved in it.
Now, I do want to ask, as a successful boxer yourself, you're looking around, this is sort of got everybody here, former fighters, current fighters. Will you be asking for selfies from some people in here?
No, I don't think I want to annoy anyone, but no, some fighters I genuinely would, and different times, different place, I'd 100% asking for some photos, but I think I might leave them to enjoy the night tonight.
Well, enjoy your night, Callum.
Nice one, thank you very much.
Well, fresh off the plane from down under after a spectacular performance to retain his IBF and Ring Magazine World Cruiserweight crown, Jai Opetaia. Jai, I have to say, do you believe already an early contender for Knockout of the Year at next year's Ring Awards, perhaps?
Oh, man, it'd be good, you know. It's one thing to come to these award nights, but to win one would be awesome, so, yeah.
What do you mean in terms of when you say you want to take over this division? You made it very clear in the ring. You said Zurdo Ramirez, you gave him a nice little message. Is that the fight that has to happen next, in your opinion?
Definitely. You know, I feel like if it's not a unification fight next, it doesn't really make sense. You know, we're really chasing those other belts, so...
And Eddie Hearn, I think, wants you to fight Oleksandr Usyk, doesn't he? Oleksandr Usyk is here. What would that mean to you to share the ring with someone like him?
Man, that'd be awesome. You know, I'd love to share the ring with such a great fighter. But, you know, I've really got my eyes set on collecting those other belts, so, you know.
And I do believe, I caught up with you after the last 5v5 with Matchroom versus Queensberry, and you were disappointed that you weren't involved. But from what I've heard, if it is Matchroom versus Golden Boy, that Jai Opetaia wants the captain's armband in the main event against Zurdo. Is that true?
Hey, sign me up, man. I'm ready. Let's go.
And Eddie Hearn is here. Jai, we wish you all the best. Have a lovely evening. We look forward to seeing you back in the ring very soon. Jai Opetaia.
I have been saying that Dimitri Bivol my favourite fighter. He is. But Jai Opetaia is pushing him. He is pushing him. Fantastic win for Jai Opetaia a couple of weeks ago, not last week, against David Nyika. That man up for Male Fighter of the Year, and it's going to be difficult for anyone to take that strap from him. We are talking about the great Oleksandr Usyk. All right, let's hear from Fundora now, in the building as well, up for Female Fighter of the Year with Dev Sani.
Well, I'm here with Gabriela Fundora, one of the nominations for Female Boxer of the Year. Hey, what a year you had. 2024 was incredible, Gabriela.
Thank you. You know, it was exciting. I think I gave the fans a lot of excitement, a lot of knockouts. So it's an honor to be here.
And you're nominated alongside some legends. I think you'll be a legend before long. You'll be spoken in the same breath as the likes of Katie Taylor, Claressa Shields. How much did it mean to get nominated for such a great award?
I think I'm living, honestly, the best, like any 22-year-old's dream. Like, this is amazing to be nominated. Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, Claressa Shields, Seniesa. So there's just... to be among those greats already, I think at my age, it is just beyond anything I ever expected.
And I think you're playing it down there. You are the youngest undisputed champion of the four-belt era across male and female boxing. Yeah. How'd you do that?
I think I was watching, when the opportunity first presented itself, I was like, okay, I mean, I have to take it. I saw that Devin Haney, I think he won it at 23, right, I believe. And I'm like, I think I could beat that. So it was my own little competition between myself, but I was able to do it, and I think I was able to do it with a nice little stamp, little knockout. So, yeah.
Well, very well done, and best of luck to you tonight. Big night for you. Best of luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Gabriela Fundora.
Joined now on the red carpet by WBC World Featherweight Champion Miss Skye Nicholson. Skye, I have to say, everyone who is presenting an award, this is how I've opened it. You are going to be on the stage later presenting the Female Fighter of the Year award for 2024 with the Ring Magazine. A special moment for you?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like hopefully I'll be a nominee next year, but I'm honoured to be presenting this award. Obviously, it's something I'll aspire to win, so yeah, I'm excited to be here for that.
When you look at the ladies on the award nominations list, who is your pick? Because it's been a very special year and women's boxing continues to progress. The platform continues to get bigger. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, for me, I feel it's got to be Gabriela Fundora. I think they're all great champions in their own right, but I think for 2024 it's very hard to look past Fundora, obviously going undisputed in knockout fashion. I think she's 21 or 22 years old, so yeah, that's my pick.
And we know you have big dreams to be undisputed world champion. How motivated are you to pick up one of those prestigious Ring Magazine belts on the way?
Yeah, a big goal for me for 2025, and hopefully by the end of 2025 we'll be undisputed and have the Ring Magazine belt.
Sky, have a wonderful night and good luck in the speech.
I'm calling for a steward's inquiry. Steward's inquiry. I feel like Sky Nicholson's had a fantastic year. But look, she's going to present an award, and hopefully she's part of that nomination panel next year.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. Oh, she will be. She will be. All good things come to those who wait. So yeah, she'll be on it. But yeah, what a year it's been for female boxing.
Yeah, we saw Gabriela Fundora there earlier. Obviously, younger sister of Sebastian Fundora, who's a big problem at 154 pounds. She is the favourite.
She's my pick. She's my pick. She wins the title end of 2023, then defends it 3 times, unifies in her last fight. What a year. Incredible
year indeed. We spoke or heard from Ryan Garcia a bit earlier. It's only right that we are fair, and we hear from his nemesis, his rival, I don't know what to call him anymore, the great Devin Haney.
Okay, well, you get 2 Devs for the price of 1. Devin Haney, the dream. How are you, sir?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm amazing too. What a night, Devin. Look at this. I know you've been enjoying London a little bit as well. Derek Chisora has been taking you around to random places. How are you finding your time here?
I'm having a great time. The UK is showing me a lot of love. I had a great open workout yesterday. I love the turnout, and I look forward to fighting here one day.
And this awards ceremony, this is special, right? That fighters are getting recognised for everything they've achieved.
I think that's important. I think that we don't get recognized for all our hard work, and we don't get rewarded enough. And I think that this is a great event, and I'm happy to be here.
And let's be honest, you didn't just come to London for to put on a workout. You've come here a little bit on business. We've seen the photos. You've seen His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. Anything you can tell us about your 2025?
It's going to be big. The big fights are going to happen, with me and my peers. Your Excellency Turki has a plan for me, and I'm excited to execute it.
Hey, when that man has a plan for you, you know big things are coming.
It's big. It's big.
He's actually highlighted one of his fights that he wants to see in 2025, as yourself, against Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is here tonight. I spoke with him. I said, is it personal with you and Devin Haney? He said yes.
100%. It's 100% personal. Because, at the end of the day, he cheated. He cheated and he got caught. So, it's very personal. And I won't be happy until that fight is done, the rematch, because it's something there for me.
How bad are we talking, Devin? If you see him here tonight around, I'm sure he's caught your eye a couple of times. Yeah. If you cross paths, what are we talking here?
We just seen him in the hotel. He didn't say a word.
How do you feel about that?
It's unfinished business, like I said. We can settle it in 2025, and I think we will.
Best of luck to you. Enjoy your evening, Devin.
Thank you.
Or Dev. Nice to meet you, Dev.
Dev, nice to meet you.
2 Devs. Look at that.
I am now joined by the first ever Briton to win Fight of the Year by the Ring Magazine, Ricky Hatton. Great to see you. Have you ever seen it like this before?
I haven't, no. I feel when I'm on the red carpet with so many great champions, past and present, I have to pinch myself that I actually won one of the Ring Magazine belts. But no, I think something like this is very important to our sport. I mean, you may find Mr. YouTube and get a load of money these days, but I think, to win a world title, when you won the Ring Magazine, that meant you were the best in your weight division, you know what I mean? You can't put a price on that. And I know boxing's changed over the years and that, but I think it's important that we plug nights like this for the Ring Magazine, we get the kids coming through to want to try and be the best, and to say, everyone here, just like a kid in a sweet shop,
Well, before I let you go, I do want to have your personal highlight for 2024. It was a huge year for boxing.
I think the highlight was probably Usyk beating Tyson in the first fight. We know Oleksandr Usyk, Olympic gold medalist, undisputed cruiserweight champion. We knew what a talent he was. But we were thinking, would he be able to counteract Tyson, who's a hell of a fighter as well? you know, the height, the reach, when weight advantages, you know what I mean? I didn't think it was possible, because I've seen Tyson in my gym in Manchester. I know how good he actually is, how awkward he is. And to see Oleksandr do what he... I know the fights were very, very close, but, you know, as a boxing fan, to see him, like, make him miss by just inches and, you know, 6 inches to height advantage, and he's finding the time. It was an absolute joy to watch. And we've had Terence Crawford, who's had a wonderful year, haven't we? You know, and there's Canelo's that go, and there's so many good names. But I think Oleksandr needs the credit where credit's due, to be honest with you. Watching what he did to my mate Tyson, having seen Tyson up close and what he's capable of, took my breath away, to be honest.
Well, all the names you mentioned are here tonight, but enjoy it. It's great to have you here.
Thank you. Good to see you.
The greats, as I keep saying, just keep on rolling in. Mr. Evander Holyfield, firstly, an absolute honour to meet you, sir. 3 times you won Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year in your incredible career. Aside from all the other belts, what do you remember about what that award meant to you at the time?
Well, it meant a lot, because the fact of the matter, the first time I got on there, man, I was like, that they really recognized that I'm the guy. You know, I'm like, and I was just, you know, I'm like, you know, I've had been boxing ever since I was 8 years old, and it's so all of a sudden, become the heavyweight champion of the world, I made the ring.
What have you made of the way boxing is moving at the moment? What have you made as a fan, Evander? What have you made of the last 12 months? Sorry, a lot of people, Joshua Boatsi walking in front there, but what have you made of the last 12 months of boxing?
Well, you know, in general, I think we need to get back together and get everybody on the same on the same playing field. You know, because the fighters got to realize the best got to fight the best. You can't sit here and say, I'm the greatest, if you ain't fight none of the people that you didn't have to fight. You chose not to fight them. I'm saying everybody should give a person an opportunity, you know.
And you did it at cruiserweight, Evander, and then you moved up and did it at heavyweight. What have you made of what Oleksandr Usyk has been able to do?
Well, you know, he's amazing. He's amazing, because the fact of the matter, he said, you know, I'll fight him again. And he fought him again, and he won. And so I think that when you have that attitude towards, you know, the respect of boxing, I fight the best people, because this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to fight anybody who I'm supposed to fight. They got rules and regulation. The rules is not me make the rules. The rules are supposed to be there before I get there. I'm just following the rules that they have.
Prime Evander Real Deal Holyfield versus Oleksandr Usyk. Do you think you'd have beat him?
So what?
Do you think you'd have beat him in your prime?
It would have been a tough fight, because both of us do the same thing. You know, I'm thinking this guy, he ain't afraid of nobody. I wasn't afraid of nobody either. And I wasn't afraid to lose. But when people are afraid to lose, it means that I'm not going to do nothing foolish to lose. But if a guy beat me, you know, which ain't have nothing to do with what you say, is what somebody else think. I'm like, you know, I'm from what somebody else think is when it comes to the judges and all this, and then it can go off way. But the whole big thing, you realize that in your heart, he ain't really beat me. But this is what somebody else gave him, and you learn to accept that.
It would have been a fantastic fight. Evander Holyfield, a pleasure, and enjoy tonight, sir.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, thank you. Wow, the great Evander Holyfield, the real deal, is in the building as well. I mean, this is really, it's like the Oscars. I think it was Dev said that this is the Oscars, and he was correct. This is like the Oscars. So many boxing superstars, so many royalty, so many big names like that man there, Mr. Fabio Wardley, in the building, hunting for top 10 guys in the heavyweight division in 2025. Who else have we got? There's so many. I mean, Anthony Yard here as well with his manager Tunde Jai. He wants a big fight this year as well. Incredible lineup of guests. I mean, look at that. The Atama brothers. Moses with a haircut wants a world title shot in 2025. Wants to become the youngest ever heavyweight world champion. He has until May to break Mike Tyson's record, so he has to get a move on. Who knows? It could happen in 2025. All right, I did say a bit earlier that Canelo's maybe the biggest name in the building. I was wrong, because a certain Roberto Duran is now in the building. He's with Ali.
I am now joined by a legend of the game, 4-weight world champion Roberto Duran. He's just finishing some snacks. There is some food going around. I'm also joined by Mauricio Suleiman, who's presenting an award tonight as well. What award are you presenting?
The Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm very excited, very honored.
Now, you just didn't win Fighter of the Year. You won Fighter of the Decade in the 70s. How good is it to be here tonight and these awards being so big?
Usted ganó campeón del año para The Ring, campeón de la década para The Ring. ¿Qué significa estar aquí en esta cena histórica?
Bueno, muy importante para mí porque estoy conociendo mucha gente nueva. He estado contigo, Mauricio, y muchas gracias por la invitación, por invitarme a mí y a mi familia.
It's very important for me. I'm meeting a lot of new talent. I'm just so proud to be here. I'm very thankful to have been invited, and my family as well.
Now, we're celebrating 2024 as a whole in boxing. It was a huge year. What are both your personal highlights from that year in boxing?
El 2024 fue un gran año para el boxeo. ¿Qué es lo más importante? ¿Qué te gustó más de las peleas o qué es lo que consideras fue más importante?
Bueno, lo importante es que siempre hay peleas todos los años. Eso es lo que más me gusta a mí, el boxeo. Y por eso estamos felices, que siempre haya boxeo. Y entre más boxeo hay, es mejor para todo el mundo.
The amount of fights and quality fights that were able to be put together between the fighters, everybody wanted to see. So that's unprecedented, and that's the top of this year, because we saw the greatest fight the greatest.
We certainly did. What was your highlight?
My highlight, it's difficult to top that, but undisputed won, and undisputed in the light heavyweight, and everything that is happening around Saudi. Ring Magazine is a huge highlight, so I'm very happy to be living at this time.
Well, it's great to have you both here. Enjoy the night.
Que es maravilloso tenerte aquí, que eres una leyenda.
Dígale muchas gracias, que yo estoy feliz de estar por acá y con la familia mía.
I'm so happy to be here with my family. I'm receiving an award on the 17th in Panama. He's getting the love from his people. And Turki Al-Sheikh and Riyad Season are part of this, so he's very thankful.
And very well deserved.
Okay, thank you.
Muy merecido el homenaje del 17.
Thank you.
The great Roberto Duran alongside the WBC president Mauricio Suleiman. Greenwich, Southeast London, looking magnificent at night. Who else? Okay, who else can we have? I mean, can we top Roberto Duran? We might be able to, because I think the favorite for male fighter of the year is in the building. I am talking about the former undisputed heavyweight champion, now unified heavyweight champion, the great Oleksandr Usyk.
Well, when I said the stars are in town, I meant it. Unified world heavyweight king, Oleksandr Usyk. Oleksandr, my first question. You spent a lot of time in camp last year, preparing for Fury. How good has it been to be Oleksandr Usyk, the father, for the last few weeks with your family?
Now it's good. I sleep good, wake up 10, 11 o'clock.
Amazing.
Sometimes 7, because when I go to church, maybe go to school, in the school. Everything okay. I'm relaxed.
And you've won Fighter of the Year before with the Ring Magazine in 2018, but you're nominated for 3 awards tonight. What would it mean to you to go on the stage and win Fighter of the Year?
Thank you so much. It's a great. I like it.
And I do have to ask you, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh released a wish list for this year, and it says Oleksandr Usyk versus Daniel Dubois 2. What do you think about that?
No problem. I'm ready. But now I'm rest. Thank you so much.
Have a lovely night, Oleksandr. Thank you. The champ's in town.
Okay, well, my neck is about to strain because I am going to be looking all the way up to Gilles Big Bang Shang. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Listen, and great to have you here as well, Kurt, who's going to be doing a bit of translation for us. Ajit Kabayel is here. He's been wandering around. What does Gilles Zhang think when he sees his next opponent in town?
卡巴耶尔在这儿呢，你看到他的时候有什么想法吗？
没有什么想法，然后我们就现在
现在还在这，哎，我等了，哎，how are you?
So I'm okay, good.
Hey, he said you don't want to fight him.
Yeah. 现在对卡巴亚还没有什么，因为我还有1个月，我们要站在拳台上面，然后现在就对他来讲就是，好好去备战。Okay.
Well, now I got Caballero in front of me, so sorry, Macaulay, but when I saw him, I don't really think too much. 1 month to go. I'm ready to go, and I hope he is too.
And this is a big night, a special night, Ring Magazine Awards. Everywhere Zhilei Zhang will look, he will see legends, he will see contenders. It's special to be here for Big Bang.
今天晚上放眼望去，全是拳击界的明星，全是传奇。你现在心里面是什么感想？
今天晚上非常激动，因为今天是拳击界的一个很大的一个盛宴，然后有很多传奇的人物，然后旁边的刘易斯，然后也是我的偶像
Yeah, it's a great night for boxing, man. It's Oscar for boxing, and you look around, seeing that Lennox Lewis, my idol right there. It's great.
And I'd like a message down the camera. I'd like people to know what they can expect on February 22nd when Big Bang Zhang takes on Ajit Caballero. Can you tell him anything?
看着镜头说一下，2月22号你和卡巴尔的比赛将会以什么样的方式来结束
？2月22号的比赛，我和卡巴耶欧的比赛将会 KO 的方式结束。
Nice and short. It's going to end with a knockout.
Oh, thank you. Great to see you, Big Bang. Great to see you, Kurt.
让世界再次见证中国力量。
I'll let the world show Chinese power again.
Oh, let's see it. Let's see it. Thank you so much, fellas. Thank you very much. All right.
Big Bang Zhilei Zhang. This is the entrance into the magnificent dining room where the awards are going to get underway in about 10 minutes. And I feel like a kid in a sweet shop because so many boxing superstars are walking past me. Oleksandr Usyk, we've just heard from. Evander Holyfield is right next to me, by the way. Evander Holyfield. And he's like, Ali, can I speak to you for 5 minutes? I'm like, Evander, I can't, I'm busy. Daniel Dubois, current IBF heavyweight champion, here as well. So many magnificent people, so many big promoters. And a man that ticks both boxes is promoter and former superstar. I'm talking about the great Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah, so all smiles here on the red carpet because the golden boy has turned up in a golden suit. Oscar, talk us through the fit today. You look fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, my man Tom Ford never fails.
Ring Magazine has a very special place in your heart, but all the fighters I've spoke to have had a massive smile on their face because they say this is so special to be a part of an event like this. What's going through your mind arriving here tonight?
Well, Ring Magazine is historical. Ring Magazine obviously is the best publication in the history of the sport, and to have been an owner for many years and held its standard to the highest level for all those years, and it makes me proud. It makes me proud that His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh was able to acquire it from me, and now he's taking it to the next level. And that next level is bringing boxing back, bringing the history back to where it belongs. Boxing was the #1 sport in the entire world, and now we're back.
And when you won Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year in 1995, do you remember how that made you feel?
It made me feel proud. It made me feel like I am the very best. And when you are Ring Magazine champion, there's nobody better than you inside that ring.
Just finally, Oscar, do we see Matchroom versus Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya versus Eddie Hearn this year?
Well, you will see Golden Boy versus Matchroom, which will be an absolute pleasure to take Matchroom down. We have such a great rivalry together, but it's great for boxing. And one thing about Eddie is that he means well. I mean well. We're having fun. Inside the ring, obviously, there's no competition. I'll take him down in 10 seconds. But I think that Matchroom and Golden Boy would be a terrific event for the sport of boxing.
The Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Have a fantastic evening. Thanks for talking to us.
Oh, Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy himself, is here in the building, and he has a lot of fighters with him as well. Virgil Ortiz is here with, I think, favourite to win Trainer of the Year, Robert Garcia, and it's all down to this man, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, with the real deal, Evander Holyfield as well. Hopefully hear from His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. But so many, honestly, so many superstars are here, Sergio. I'm almost surprised, and I shouldn't be, by how many people are here.
Listen, every time I see Roberto Duran, I become a fanboy. But you know what? That man right there, Canelo, made it all the way here from Guadalajara. It's unbelievable. Anthony Joshua walking in with this cane, looking sweet as always.
I like the cane.
The biggest names in boxing are here. What a night.
Barry Jones, you don't often get starstruck. You're a man that keeps it nice and cool. Cool as a cucumber, they say. Not today. Not tonight.
It's too much. It's an overload of superstars.
That's what it is.
If you're a boxing fan, this is Christmas, birthdays, whatever you want to call it. This is every celebration you want to think of. Every fighter, current fighter who's doing things right now, who's a superstar, is here. Every fighter who potentially will be a superstar is here, and every fighter who has been a superstar is here. It doesn't get any bigger than this.
It really doesn't. I mean, look at the setting as well. I mean, it needs to match, and it does match perfectly. We're situated, I think, in the perfect spot. We're right at the entrance as they're walking in to this magnificent area, and you get to see everyone as they're walking past. I mean, Eddie Hearn, I can see to my right as well. Derek Chizora's in the building. Big fight for him coming up against Otto Vollen. Oscar, look at Oscar. He's already started. Oscar, wait a minute. The show hasn't started yet, Oscar.
It's so big. Jay Opataya, who's one of the best fighters on the planet right now.
Where is he?
Just walked right in, almost unnoticed. Just walked right through.
Same thing with Virgil Ortiz. Like, I'm telling these guys, work the room, work the magic. You guys are the names right now, and everyone's watching.
Everyone is watching. All right, one of the people that have done, I think, magnificent for boxing in the last decade is a certain Eddie Hearn, and he's with Jamie Ward.
Well, joining me now, Mr. Eddie Hearn. Eddie, the Ring Magazine have been naming a Fighter of the Year since 1928, 97 years later. Here we are. This is quite special, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of an understatement, really. I mean, His Excellency knows how to throw a party. I'm looking around. Who isn't here from the world of boxing? It's just an incredible gathering of legends, of current legends, past legends, and basically everybody, the who's who of boxing, is here tonight, and looking forward to it.
What's been your standout moment, Eddie? There's been so many, but if you had to pick one...
You know, I think we're here because of Riyadh season, and I think that has to be the standout. I mean, if you're talking about Fury Usyk, incredible. Bivol Beterbiev, incredible. Joshua Dubois, incredible. Madrimov Crawford, incredible. And loads of other stuff in between. You know, it's week in, week out at the moment. Even for us, I know it's the new year, but last week on the Gold Coast, unbelievable. And it's having positive effects all throughout the sport. And long may it continue.
I do have to say, Eddie, you talked about the who's who being here. Anthony Joshua's here, and Canelo Alvarez is here. Are you going to be all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? I'll be like that. Won't know where to go. Ryan Garcia, Connor's down there, Teofimo's there. Absolutely everyone from the world of boxing here tonight.
Who do you believe will be the man who takes away the headlines from tonight's awards?
I'm sure there'll be some drama somewhere down the road.
We look forward to that. Promoter Eddie Hearn, looking sharp as always.
Eddie thinks he's smart, doesn't he? Everyone's coming in black tux. And Eddie thought, well, let me just try and stand out a little bit and come in a nice little cream number. Looks fantastic. Again, one of a number of people that have done so much for boxing in the last decade. Frank Warren, that's a good lineup, isn't it? His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh, Frank Warren taking centre stage, Barry, and the great Oleksandr Usyk, who's tucking in. Frank Bruno in the building as well.
Again, to say legends of the sport, legends of British boxing, certainly Frank Bruno, of course. But what Frank Warren's done, let's be honest, promoting all the fights in Riyadh season, and Oleksandr Usyk, for me, has to be the fight of the year. What he's done for a middleweight, as he was called, a little rabbit, coming to beat the giant in Tyson Fury twice. And what's been good with Riyadh season, good with everything in boxing right now, fights are happening thick and fast. Fighters, they're being recycled, they're getting training camps, and they're back out again within 3 and 4 months, and that's very healthy for the sport.
Sergio, one man that we have seen and we've heard from tonight is Daniel Dubois. Look, Oleksandr Usyk is favourite, rightly so, for male fight of the year, but if anyone's going to push him in that list, it's going to be Daniel Dubois.
Now, the resurgence of Daniel Dubois since losing to Usyk has been incredible. I mean, that's what you got to do. If you had that hiccup, had that loss, you come back and beat unbeaten fighters, come back and beat guys like Filip Hrgović, guys like Anthony Joshua, lineal champion. That's exactly the kind of year that he's had, and he's enjoying his night, man. I mean, he's at the top of his game. He has momentum on his side. I mean, sky's the limit.
You know who else is at the top of his game? A certain Frank Warren, right? I mean, he's certainly at the top of his game. Let's hear from the promoter. He's with Dev Sani.
Okay, I'm here with Hall of Fame boxing promoter on a kind of Hall of Fame kind of night. Frank Warren, how are you?
It's great. I mean, as you say, it's a Hall of Fame night. Some of the biggest names from the past, from the present, you know, historical figures in boxing at a historical night. And when you think about it, it's an awards ceremony. Ring's under new ownership. It's a new, after 103 years, it's got a new way forward. And how flattering is it that they decided to do the awards, first awards in London? I mean, that says a lot about British boxing. So I'm over the moon with that. You know, for our sport, it's brilliant, and for UK.
It's a special night for the sport. It feels like boxing doesn't often get this. This feels like the Oscars, Frank. Look at you with your lovely dicky bow as well. This is like the 1920s.
Well,
not quite that.
I'm old. I weren't around in the 1920s. Look, it's brilliant. It's fantastic, as you say, and it's great for the fighters. It's great for them to get their recognition. So somebody's had a really successful year. It's been a very competitive year in all the weight divisions. Some fabulous fights, promotions. This is just marvellous. There's no doubt about it.
Every time I look at these awards that are being handed out, Queensbury seem to be doing particularly well. Are you expecting to do as well tonight, Frank?
I hope we do. I know a lot of we've had a very, very successful year with our boxers. They've been in fights. Even fights, a couple of them have lost, but have been fights of the year, been great fights. And that's beside the ones, obviously, they've won and the youngsters that we're bringing through and have brought through. It's been brilliant, and I think 2025 is going to be even bigger.
Is there a particular moment as you look back at 2024 where you thought, wow, what a moment?
I've got to be honest, we've had a lot of those. And I'm not being, you know, I'm telling you, there's been some fabulous moments. You know, Daniel beating AJ, young Nick Ball winning a world title, should be a double world champion, him doing that. Looking at Anto Kakachi, fabulous win. You know, our other guys coming through, being involved in great fights. Tyson in two magnificent, or certainly in a magnificent fight this year with Usyk. I mean, it's just unbelievable fights. It's been marvellous.
Well, long may it continue. Great to see you. Enjoy your evening, Frank.
I'll do my best. God bless you.
Oh, my God.
It really has been a fantastic 12 months for Frank Warren. He's guided the likes of Daniel Dubois to world title. Hamza Shiraz has a world title shot. I think Nick Ball has had an incredible 12 to 18 months. So long may it continue for Frank Warren in the game of boxing. Barry, honestly, it is though, isn't it? I mean, you can echo what I'm saying. He's had a great 12 months.
Yeah, he has. You go back to Daniel Dubois, he bet on this kid from a very young age. You know, he turned pro really young, didn't go to the Olympics, didn't go to any big major tournament that you need really to push on, you know, especially for public interest. He took him raw, and he bet on him. He did the same with Joe Calzaghe, and no one believed him. And look how great a fighter he turned out to be. And there was times with Daniel Dubois, it looked like he wasn't going to get over the line. And Frank Warren kept his faith in him and said, listen, I know this kid can do it. And him, and also, let's not forget Don Charles, who's up for an award, who might win an award tonight, as fighter, trainer of the year. You know, believing in their fighter, changing his mindset, and showing then his true potential of what he is, Daniel Dubois. And now, he's a real threat for any heavyweight.
We're moments away from the award show getting underway. I want to get an American perspective with Sergio Mora. So many talented Americans here. Shakur Stevenson's in the building. Devin Haney's here too. Teofimo Lopez. I mentioned those three because they're grouped in and around the same weight class. What's going on very quickly with those three?
Well, they're the best of the best, and they're getting all the attention. They're the young stars, and they need to be here to show exactly what they can do on the big stage.
Sorry, Sergio, I rushed you there because we are about to begin. So let's throw it to our master of ceremonies, Mr. Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the fabulous Old Royal Naval College here in the heart of Greenwich, London, England. Ladies and gentlemen, here we will have the inaugural Ring Awards for the first time where everybody is here. It's like the Oscars. Ring Magazine has traditionally celebrated its Fighter of the Year on an annual basis, but it was within the publication and also rewarded the Fight and Round of the Year previously as well. Now, looking back on my career personally, I discovered that I had introduced almost 40 fighters who captured the Ring Magazine Round of the Year. And I introduced 14 fights that became Fight of the Year in Ring Magazine. But I have to say my fondest memories reading about these great events, I go back to my own boyhood when I remember saving up that 35, 40, 50 cents to buy a Ring magazine back in the late 50s and the 60s, the Bible of boxing, and reading about the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson, Carmen Basilio, Ezzard Charles, Rocky Marciano, Henry Armstrong, and more. And then in my teen years, and as a young man and being a super fight fan before I was ever dreamed of being in this business, the names were Hearns, Hagler, Leonard, Holmes, Iron Mike, a guy by the name of Muhammad Ali who 6 times became Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year. The names went on into the past and present: Loma, Usyk, Canelo, Fury, Bivol. Well, tonight, who will it be? For the first time ever, we honor not just the great fighters and fights, but also we shall pay tribute to trainers and mark the iconic moments that made 2024 one of the greatest years in boxing history. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, since everyone is now seated, we can relax for a little while because we have a very special treat for everyone, courtesy of the multi-award-winning British band, London Grammar.
Letters burning by my bed for you here now. I can feel my instincts here for you here now. By my bed for you here now. Here now. Letters burning by my bed for you here now. Leave it to the wayside like you do here now. Imagination calling, mirrors for you here now. Here now. on Californian soil, and I left my pride with that woman by my side. I never had a willing head, and I never had a plan, but I'm glad I found you here, but I'm glad I've got you here, but I never had a name, and I never felt the same, and they will keep on trying it out, and they will keep on trying it out, and they will keep on trying it out, until you never feel the same. Yeah. So you pack up all your bags, but I'm glad I found you here, but I'm glad I've got you here, but I never had a name, and this life is just a game. They keep on trying it out, keep on trying it out, and they will keep on trying it out, until you never feel the same. You cross this line. Do you find it hard to sit with me tonight? I've walked these miles, but I've walked them straight line. You'll never know what it's like to be fine. And I'm wasting my young years. Doesn't matter if I'm chasing out ideas. It doesn't matter if maybe we are. Maybe I'm wasting my young years. We are. Maybe I'm don't you know that it's only fair? I wouldn't worry, you have all your life. I've heard it takes some time to get it right, and I'm wasting my young years. Doesn't matter if I'm chasing your ideas. It doesn't matter if maybe we are. Maybe I'm wasting my young years. Maybe we are. Maybe I'm wasting my young years. I don't know what you are. Don't leave me hanging on. I don't know what you are. Don't leave me hanging on. Excuse me for a while I'm wide-eyed and I'm so damn caught in the middle. I've excused you for a while I'm wide-eyed and I'm so damn caught in the middle. If a lie was what you wanna listen, if a child cried what you wanna give them, your mind seems so strong, your mind speaks so long, I've never been so wrong. That mind seems so strong, your mind speaks so low, I've never been so wrong. Excuse me for a while, turn a blind eye with a stare caught right in the middle. Have you wandered for a while? I have a feeling deep down you're caught in the middle. If a lie was what you wanna listen, if a child cries what you wanna give them, your mind seems so strong, your mind speaks so low, I've never been so wrong. That mind seems so strong, your mind speaks so low, I've never been so wrong. Excuse me for a while I'm wide-eyed and I'm so damn caught in the middle. Have you wandered for a while? I have a feeling deep down you're caught in the middle. sorrow. Yeah, yeah.
Incredible performance there by London Grammar. I think everyone enjoyed that. Gets us closer and closer to the main action. Remember, we are giving out 11 awards tonight, including Best Male Fight of the Year, Best Female Fight of the Year, and I think our final award, I think maybe the most important one, Lifetime Achievement Award as well. During that rendition there, we were all kind of still looking around for superstars that we might have missed. And it really is a who's who from the world of boxing, isn't it?
Every table you go through, and maybe if the camera can have a scan around, you just go, whoa, remember that fight? Whoa,
Yeah.
He's fighting so-and-so next. It's just unbelievable. It really is. I mean, it's just overload. It really is.
And this is what boxing needs, isn't it? I mean, again, you look at other sports. Football always does something like this. So do other big sporting events. The NBA do this, the NFL do. Boxing doesn't really have something like this.
Amir Khan said it on the red carpet. This is the Oscars of boxing. Everybody is here. This is what it means to all of these fighters. Not only just to be in the magazine, to be a part of this great event. I mean, honestly, I'm starstruck. I was down there as the fighters were coming through, and I've just said to Barry a minute ago, I went, I met Canelo. You know, this is incredible. This really is. This is the who's who of boxing, past and present.
Yeah, and I'm surprised some people are here. Like when I saw Oleksandr Usyk walk the red carpet, I was like, Usyk's here? You know, you're surprised when you see some here, but it's a good mix of European fighters, American fighters are here as well. And I think it's good that the first one we're doing, I think Frank said this on the carpet, it shows how important sort of the UK is, the small island of the UK when it comes to the world of boxing. The first one's here, Barry.
And also you realise how much boxers are boxing fans. Like Anthony Joshua was up here, he's saying he was still up with Star Trek. You know, even people like Ricky Hatton, you know, people just, you think fighters, all fighters mix with each other. They never meet each other. Most fighters from different weight classes, especially different continents, never see each other. So to get them all in the same room, they're fans of each other. And that's a great place to be. And I think that's our mutual respect. And I think that's why, you know, getting this community that we're starting to get closer than we ever did before, and fight this boxing regular, that will get us a schedule, a season, all these things. It sounds ridiculous, but I think all these things help form it into a more unified sport where there will be leagues and systems, and boxing will be healthier for it.
Yeah, it's been a healthy year so far. I mean, you add those things that Barry said to it, then it's even going to be even healthier, isn't it? All right, 11 awards. Let's have a look at the categories that we are going to be up for this evening. Some interesting ones as well. Starting with Knockout of the Year. Let's have a look at who is up for Knockout of the Year. I personally think I know who's going to win this one already because there was one incredible knockout. We look at some of the names there, Darren. Some interesting ones down there.
Yeah, I mean, look, Dubois, Joshua. I mean, the size of the event.
About that Javon fight, he hit him so hard, it's like he didn't fall over, his legs disappeared. He went down so fast, and you know that's a scary knock.
Shouldn't laugh, but the way you said that made it funny.
It is. They go down so fast. You like you jumped on the floor, but they sort of the light switches off so quick.
All right, that's Knockout of the Year. Let's have a look at the nominees for Fight of the Year. Again, so many incredible fights, and one of those that I think stands out for me is Virgil Ortiz versus Serhii Boychuk. Virgil Ortiz is here. We saw how good Boychuk was a few weeks ago when he destroyed Ishmael Davis in that fight. So many good fights of the year as well, including that one, the first one we can see on the screen.
Look, I think the first one, for the magnitude of it, the first undisputed heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis beat Evander Holyfield, that round 9 was incredible. The way the fight completely turned after Fury was doing so well, that was special. I mean, even Beterbiev Bivol, even, and look, we're blessed that we're going to get the rematch next month. But we were sat there commentating, and how quickly that fight went. That's when you're witnessing a great fight.
It was a brilliant fight because you had two contrasting styles pitting their intelligence against each other. It wasn't just about the movement and strength; it was intelligence, and it was so beautifully fought. But obviously, you have to say the Usyk Fury fight. It had ticked every box. The magnitude of the fight, the history and what it does in the history of the sport. It was very important. But also knockdowns, controversy, all those things. That round 9, all in one, really was it. But there's been some great fight. That Martinez-Oka fight, that Ioka fight was a brilliant fight. From round 1, they went toe to toe. I mean, talk about a beautiful fight of just brilliant skill. Resilience. It was a war of attrition after like 15 seconds. As was Wally and Clark, which I have to say, Andy, is my fight of the year, because that was just a horrifically beautiful fight to watch from ringside. I think that's the best way to describe it. I watched it through my fingers. I mean, I've seen some horrific fights. I watched that through my fingers because it was like two giants battering each other. I mean, that's what we want. It's cruel, really. Yeah. That's what we pay our money for, and they gave it to us.
Right, it was. Both of them are here as well. It's good to see Fraser Clark, who started camp again. He looks like he's ready to get going again, which is very, very good. All right, male fighter of the year. Obviously, look, the great Oleksandr Usyk is here, so I think he's got that one hook, line, and sinker. I will say this, though, and I asked Sergio Martinez the question. I'm going to ask you, Darren. If anyone's going to push him, it's going to be Daniel Dubois, who's had a stellar year. I mean, Filip Hrgovic and AJ, underdog in both of those fights, stop both of those guys. I mean, it shouldn't be obviously Oleksandr Usyk when Daniel Dubois has done that kind of work.
And where he's come back, and that's why he's in comeback of the year, Daniel Dubois, where he was, a lot of people saying, look, can he rebuild after that crushing defeat? The Joyce, then Usyk, it was the manner in the defeats. He just completely ripped that up with the Miller win, just catapulting everything. And then to end it with that knockout of Anthony Joshua was special. But how can you look past what Oleksandr Usyk's done? You cannot. It was special. Beterbiev, but then where's Bivol? I believe Bivol won that fight. Many others do. Oscar Collazo as well. That's a shout. Latino Knight, special what he's done for the minimum weight division. Some very, very good fighters in the mix.
Some good names. I like what we just did there, trying to boost everyone up when we know it's Oleksandr Usyk, isn't it? Really, that's the real answer, Oleksandr Usyk. All right, the Ring Magazine Awards 2024 is about to begin. All the people are here. They've tucked into their starters as well, but now it's the main course. It is time for the ceremony to start.
Let's get ready for the race!
103 years of history, 10,022 fights. But we're not stopping here. More rounds, more fights, more issues.
I think I'll always be involved in boxing. It's part of me, it makes me who I am.
Lifetime of pain and sacrifice for another 2 rounds of a broken jaw. There's no brainer. Keep pushing.
Listen, hey, it's not possible. No, don't try. I will do it.
The reign, the legacy continues.
Ladies and gentlemen, for over 100 years, Ring Magazine has been the bedrock of boxing. Over 100 years, more than a century. And now for the first time, the publication will hand out a full array of awards. To give us a bit more context to this marquee moment for the ring is Editor-in-Chief, Mr. Douglas Fisher.
Thank you, Michael. This gives me chills. This setting is just so beautiful. It's so classy. It really is an honor to be standing here before so many champions, past, current, and future, and so many Hall of Famers and so many boxing luminaries. I'm going to keep this brief by my standards. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Ring Magazine Award history. So, the Ring Magazine Awards began in 1928, just 6 years after the publication was founded. The first award given out was the Fighter of the Year Award, and that inaugural award went out to the great Gene Tunney. Tunney was a great heavyweight champion who ended the Jack Dempsey era, and then he retired as reigning heavyweight champion. And a lot of fans and a lot of media were worried, like, who's going to be the next man? Who's going to be the next star? Who's going to be the face of boxing? And they didn't have to worry very long, because by the mid-30s, Joe Louis emerged. And during that decade, Joe Louis won Ring Magazine's Fighter of the Year Award 3 times, and he won it a 4th time in 1941. He turned out to be a transcendent talent, and he was not alone. There were other transcendent generational talents during that era, and they were also Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year. These are all-time greats like Henry Armstrong, Willie Pep, and, of course, the great Sugar Ray Robinson. But boxing isn't just about the generational talents. Boxing is about the gritty fighters, the action heroes, the blood and guts guys, the fighters that create drama and captivate the public's imagination. So in 1945, Ring Magazine began to award the Fight of the Year and the Round of the Year. And I have to think that those awards were inspired by blood and guts warriors like Rocky Graziano and Tony Zale. They took that award several times, Round of the Year as well as Fight of the Year, more than once. And boxing doesn't just belong to the action heroes either. Boxing also belongs to the underdogs, the so-called nobodies, the so-called has-beens. Somebody who's nobody today can be somebody tomorrow in boxing. You can find redemption in that ring. So in 1980, Ring Magazine began to award Upset of the Year and Comeback of the Year. And one of our esteemed guests tonight, probably the most esteemed guest, arguably the greatest living fighter, Roberto Duran, he was one of the early recipients of Upset of the Year, but he was on the wrong side of that award. He lost a points decision to England's own Kirkland Lang. May Lang rest in peace. But like all fighters, not just great fighters, all fighters, Roberto Duran, he bounced back the very next year. In 1983, he knocked out Pepino Cuevas, he knocked out Davey Moore, and he went 15 rounds with the late, great, marvelous Marvin Hagler. And so in 1983, he won the Comeback of the Year award. But he would be counted out later in that decade. He was counted out before, he was counted out after, and like all fighters, not just great fighters, he continued to prove himself, and by the end of the decade, he was on the right side of Upset of the Year when he outpointed Iran Barkley for the WBC middleweight title. And that was not just Upset of the Year, that was Fight of the Year. So just a message to all the young fighters out there, fighters who maybe 2024 wasn't a good year, you will have your day. If you had a bad year, you can bounce back. If the greatest living fighter ever, arguably, can do it, so can you. Also in 1989, the Ring Magazine began to award the KO of the Year, and that inaugural award went to the Michael Nunn first-round knockout of Sumbu Kalambe. I was a freshman in college at the time, and I can remember it like it was yesterday. I couldn't believe that Nunn knocked him out in one round. And I really believe that The fighters here who are nominated for these awards, these are going to be the fighters who are remembered 30 and 40 and 50 years from now. All of you, and I want to congratulate all of the nominees, all of you are the future legends. I would be remiss if I didn't mention also that Ring Magazine is not just back in print, but it's back online. Everybody go to ringmagazine.com. The website is live. It's never looked better. It's never been classier, just like the surrounding. And the app is also just brilliant. It's available on the App Store and also on Google Play. Thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for an incredible evening as we honor and celebrate those who have made the year 2024 such a special year in the sport that we love, the sport of boxing. So here to take us through the awards process, now making his entrance to the podium, wearing black and officially weighing in at 182 pounds, he is truly an undisputed world champion, Mr. Josh Denzel.
Thank you. You know, I think I've lived out every boxing fan's dream there, being introduced by the legendary Michael Buffer. And I know it was a big Christmas, but 182 pounds, Michael. Outrageous, outrageous. I know it's been a very big Christmas, but listen, as Michael Buffer so eloquently put it a little bit earlier, this is an extremely special night for boxing. This is the first time we officially recognize the achievement of the year by handing out accolades in 11 different categories. This is the Ring Awards 2024. Now, we all know that the sweet science of boxing is about many things, but ultimately the knockout is the most definitive, decisive and beautiful and brutal way to end a fight and find a winner. Now, the sport has a rich highlight reel of stoppages down the years, and 2024 has had no shortage of moments that have made us sit up in our seats and gasp with excitement. Now, here to present the Knockout of the Year award is a man who stopped 17 of his 21 opponents inside the distance. It's the one and only Hamza Shiraz.
Here are your nominees for Knockout of the Year.
Daniel Dubois. Triple D ignited dynamite at Wembley Stadium, knocking out Anthony Joshua in the 5th round to claim the IBF World Heavyweight Championship. Gervonta Davis. Tank sealed his 30th career victory with a thunderous knockout over Frank Martin in round 8. Bruno Saras. Entering Tijuana as the underdog, Saras shocked the world by delivering a stunning right hand, stopping Jaime Munguia in the 6th round. Angelo Leo. El Chinito capped off the year with a knockout for the ages, gaining the IBF World Featherweight Championship in the process. Lucas Body. Tampa was set alight as Lucas Body landed one of the most vicious knockouts of the year, stopping Ashton H2O Silv in round 6.
And the winner is Daniel Dubois.
Daniel, do you want to say a few words?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to all the team, my father for all the hard work, and yeah, to all the boxing fans out there, thank you guys a lot. It's going to be a big 2025.
Daniel, that is the heaviest trophy that we have here, so please. Now, boxing is a sport of resilience, determination and heart. It's a place where adversity can knock you down, but true champions always find a way to rise. Now, the Comeback of the Year award celebrates those fighters who've not just overcome challenges, but they've redefined what it means to persevere. Whether it was bouncing back from injury, whether it was defying expectations or reclaiming glory after setbacks, these athletes provide and proved that the spirit of a fighter never fades. And here, to award the accolade for Comeback of the Year, is Ryan Garcia.
Here are the nominees for Comeback of the Year.
Daniel Dubois. Following a 2023 defeat to Oleksandr Usyk, Dubois stormed back in 2024 with emphatic wins over Filip Hrgovic and Anthony Joshua to become the IBF World Heavyweight Champion.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Masamichi Yabuki. Having lost his IBF World Junior Flyweight title in 2022, Masamichi regained his belt by defeating Sivanati Nashinga. Angelo Leo. The former WBO World Junior Featherweight Champion overcame the odds to defeat Luis Alberto Lopez, becoming a two-weight world champion. Billy Dibb. Facing a battle for his life outside the ring, former world champion Billy Dibb defeated cancer, then returned to the ring in 2024 to lead the sport on his own terms.
Cancer couldn't defeat me, and boxing couldn't either.
Pedro Taduran. After back-to-back defeats to Rene Marc Quarto, Taduran's comeback was complete in 2024 after he regained his minimum weight IBF title. Nick Ball. After a controversial split decision draw in his first world title challenge, Ball made good at the second time of asking with a split decision win against Ray Ford.
The winner of the Ring Magazine Comeback of the Year is Billy Dibb.
Wow. Thank you so much. I got a little bit of a speech that I wrote. I wasn't sure if I was going to win it, but thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, you recall that a great man once said these words: if my mind can conceive it, if my heart can believe it, then I can achieve it. The greatest, Muhammad Ali. Looking around this room, I never thought that I'd be standing here today receiving an award reserved for so very few. Before I continue, I'd like to thank His Excellency Tokyo Sheikh. Your invitation has come as a complete surprise, and I am humbled to receive this honor. I would also like to thank a dear friend of mine, Mauricio Suleiman. During my darkest days, you reached out to me and gave me the hope that I needed to fight till the very end. You reminded me to never throw the towel in, and for that I am forever grateful. I am beyond measure in expressing my gratitude to the boxing community for their incredible support. Without boxing, I don't know where I would be or where I would have ended up. It was all the years of hard training and going through the trenches that prepared me for the fight of my life. Through God's mercy, the discipline I gained in the ring, the doctors, the unwavering support of my family, friends in the boxing world, I am here today. I found the strength to stay alive and push forward, and boxing gave me the platform to inspire and to be inspired. A couple of years ago at the WBC convention in Uzbekistan, a light-hearted conversation about a comeback fight started. It was nothing more than a joke. But the powers to be would not let it end there. And through the grace of God, the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, Robert Diaz, Ahmed Erner, this turned into a reality. For me, Billy Dib, this wasn't about winning the fight. I had already won. It was about going out on my own terms and not letting this elusive opponent called cancer define my final fight. And now we are here. And what a way to finish. To the Ring magazine, thank you for this wonderful accolade. To all of my opponents, thank you for the courage to step in the ring with me. To my coaches, thank you for the wonderful support, the guidance, and the love. And to my fans, without you, there is no Billy Dib. You are my inspiration, and you gave me a reason to perform, and I thank you for that. To my mentors, Sid David, Uncle Ange, my family, my wife, my son Laith, my mother, my father, and my siblings, you are my rock. And before I close tonight, I want you all to know that this is not the last that you will see of me. This is the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where I'll give back to the life that gave me so much. The release of a new book that I've written called Boys Do Cry marks the beginning of a series of books aimed at addressing the struggles that our children face in today's society. Beyond that, I am developing programs for future boxers alongside the WBC in the WBC University to help them develop, the skill set to do great things in their career, not just in the boxing ring, but outside of it as well. So watch this space, and once again, from the deepest part of my heart, thank you for this amazing accolade. And I'll leave you with this. What lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you. Thank you very much.
Now, sometimes the script doesn't go as planned, apart from tonight, I hope. Now, in boxing, the heavy favourite steps into the ring and the underdog, fueled by grit and belief, flips the narrative. These are the moments which remind us just why we watch and why we cheer. Now, this award is for those fighters who defied the doubters and shocked the world. They prove that no matter how long the odds, anyone can rise above and claim victory with heart and skill. Now, here to present the Upset of the Year award is Chris Eubank Jr.
Here are the nominees for Upset of the Year.
Angelo Leo, the former WBO World Junior Featherweight Champion, overcame the odds to defeat Luis Alberto Lopez, becoming a two-weight world champion. Bakram Murtazaliev upsets the odds and floors Tim Tszyu 4 times. Bruno Saras. He would climb off the canvas in Tijuana and launch a devastating right hand, putting Jaime Munguia flat on his back. Pumalele Kafu sprung the surprise, crumbling Japan's Tanaka on his way to pick up the WBO Super Flyweight Championship. Liam Paro. He shocked the boxing world, upsetting hometown hero Subriel Matias in Puerto Rico, becoming the IBF King. Pedro Tataran, he pulled the rabbit out of the hat, dethroning Shigeoka to become the IBF minimum weight champion.
And the winner of the Ring Magazine Upset of the Year for 2024 is Bruno Saras.
Just want to say thank you to everyone who has made me the boxer I am today. I've watched all the boxers as a passionate fan, as someone in love with the sport. And today I won an award from Ring Magazine. It's a huge responsibility, the responsibility to honor my new status. You know, it's a family story that began with my father and has led me here to the pinnacle of world boxing. Today, this is something powerful for me because you're discovering me, who I am. You're discovering my city, Marseille, and France. Thank you.
Now, boxing is often described as the theatre of the unexpected, and no stage is more electrifying than the ring during a truly unforgettable round. Now, these moments define careers. They capture imagination. They remind us of exactly why we love this sport. Now, in 2024, boxing gave us some of the most heart-stopping, edge-of-your-seat action that we've ever seen. Rounds that had us holding our breath, shouting at the screen, leaping from our seats. And here to present the round of the year is a man who is no stranger to producing drama. It's Ben Whittaker.
And here are your nominees for Round of the Year.
Abdullah Mason and Johan Vasquez. They engaged in a thrilling opening 3 minutes with both men hitting the canvas. Sergey Boachuk versus Virgil Ortiz. Ortiz was well on his way to being handed his first defeat. A thrilling spectacle in the super welterweight division. Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk. The world wondered if the cat had the power to hurt the Gypsy King, and round 9 certainly answered that question.
Do you believe it? Do you believe it? The referee must stop it! Whoa!
Stephen McKenna versus Joe Laws. They delivered an electrifying first round and saw both fighters hit the canvas, setting the tone for what became a fiercely contested match. Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. In front of 96,000 fans at Wembley Stadium, Dubois secured a knockout victory in round 5 to retain his IBF title.
It's over! There's no way back from this, surely!
Otzebek Kolmatov versus Raymond Ford. This one saw Ford heading towards his first defeat, but that all changed in the final seconds of the final round in one of the most dramatic turnarounds in recent memory.
And your winner for Round of the Year is Round 9, Usyk Fury.
Hello, everybody, people. This is 9 round was great. Thank you so much. I'm back.
Our next award is about recognizing the next big name. Somebody who has captured our attention and shown us that the future of boxing burns brighter than ever. The Prospect of the Year is awarded to a boxer who has demonstrated exceptional talent, outstanding performances, and an undeniable promise to become a champion. These are athletes who make us sit up, take notice, and believe that we are witnessing the beginning of greatness. And here to present the Prospect of the Year is Conor Benn.
Here are nominees for Prospect of the Year award.
Abdullah Mason. 2024 was a busy year for this promising lightweight, recording 5 wins, all by stoppage. Moses Italma. The record for the youngest world heavyweight champion remains in sight for the division's rising star, still just 20 years old.
Maybe he could become the youngest heavyweight champion in history.
Yoenli Hernandez. With 4 KO victories in the year, this Cuban is becoming a force in the middleweight division. Emiliano Vargas. El General improved to 12-0 with a stellar 2024 as he moved up to super lightweight. Jan Orobio. The busiest man in boxing, Orobio took 7 wins in 2024 as the Colombian begins to work his way through the super lightweight division. Danir Hero. With 5 stoppage wins in 2024, Hero is another promising Cuban fighter climbing the ranks of the heavyweight division.
The winner of the Ring Magazine Prospect of the Year for 2024 is Moses Itamu.
I mean, I guess I didn't prepare myself, no speech or nothing. I don't know if he's not recognized me without my hair. What can I say? Like, I'm in a room with all the greatest fighters around the world, all the people that I grew up watching. And I mean, I guess I hope to emulate what you guys are doing, like, in the near future. Obviously, I'm only 20-year-old. My future's bright, and hopefully you get to see my face a lot more. I'd like to say a big thank you to His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. I'd like to say a big thank you to Frank Warren for being there for me, for taking me through my career. Listen, I'm only 2 years into my career, and this is the praise I'm getting. I mean, I'm very thankful, and I can't explain enough how much I am because of this. Thank you very much. God bless. That's enough for me.
As well as celebrating those that step into the ring, we cannot forget the brilliant minds working tirelessly behind the scenes to get them there. Now, boxing is a sport of courage, discipline, and strategy, and none of that would be possible without the guidance of a great trainer. These are the individuals whose incredible dedication push their fighters to their absolute limits, that analyze every move, that inspire greatness inside and outside the ring. And to present this award is Hall of Fame trainer Teddy Atlas.
The nominees for Ring Magazine Trainer of the Year.
Robert Garcia, the boxing mastermind behind Jesse Bam Rodriguez's meteoric rise as a 2-weight world champion and shaping Virgil Ortiz into a dominant force in the welterweight division. Andy Lee guided Joseph Parker through an incredible career resurgence, overseeing victories against heavyweight juggernauts Deontay Wilder and Jay Lee Zhang.
How you feeling? Good. You look great out there.
Don Charles spearheaded the resurrection of Dynamite Daniel Dubois, leading him to the IBF throne after a destructive knockout over former heavyweight king Anthony Joshua. Rudy Hernandez, mentor to champions Junto Nakatani and Anthony Oleksandr. Hernandez played a key role in orchestrating 5 victorious title fights over the past year, each culminating in a knockout. Mark Ramses, his meticulous tutelage led Beterbiev to undisputed supremacy, fine-tuning the perfect balance of power and precision to capture all 4 light heavyweight titles.
We have him now, Artur.
Bob Santos led his standout Cuban prospect to 4 victories this year, each culminating in a devastating finish.
And the winner of the Ring Magazine Trainer of the Year for 2024, well, he was a championship fighter. Now he's a championship trainer. Robert Garcia.
Hello to everybody. First of all, I want to thank Your Excellency, Turkey Sheikh, for putting this event together, for everything he is doing for boxing. I also have to thank all my fighters for fighting their hearts off, representing RGBA to the fullest. I want to thank all my coaches, my son, Pita, Chepe, Felipe, Charles Tremblay, our conditioning coach, Virgil Ortiz Sr., who is here, Hector Beltran, Mario Rodriguez, Gabriel Murataya, Jesse Rodriguez. Thank you guys all for believing in me and supporting our team 100%. I also have to thank my family, my father, Eduardo, the Big G, who is in the gym every day, supporting all of my fighters, giving them advice, giving them instructions, and just there loving every single one of my fighters. I also got to give great love and respect to my wife, who has been there since day one, and all the work she does behind doors. My sons, my daughters, who understand this business, understand that I'm going to miss almost every weekend. I'm going to miss school activities. I'm going to miss birthdays. Thank you guys for showing me nothing but love and support. I love you guys. I can't leave without sending a shout out to my 2 grandsons, Bear Garcia and Roberto Garcia III. Thank you guys all for being here. Love you guys.
This year, we've witnessed some truly incredible moments where fighters have laid it all on the line and captivated audiences around the world. But it's not just about the fighters, it's about the events that bring us together as fans, showcasing the best of what boxing has to offer. And the nominees for the event of the year are not just matches, they are spectacles that ignited the sport of boxing and left a legacy. Now, these events brought together global audiences, broke records, and reminded us exactly why we love this sport of boxing. And here, to present the award for Event of the Year, is a man who has headlined a few blockbusters himself. It is Devin Haney.
Here are the nominees for Event of the Year.
The crowd here this evening will be the 5th largest audience to ever watch a boxing event and will break the UK boxing attendance record. Yes, 96,000 people will be here.
It's over! There's no way back from this, surely! The rap god, Eminem!
History is made as Crawford with the unanimous decision becomes a champion in a 4th weight division.
Make some noise for Bud Crawford, y'all.
The fights don't get much bigger. The athletes don't get much bigger. Knockout chaos.
This right hand is the biggest right hand I've ever seen live.
2 days, 2 events. An historic doubleheader here in Tokyo with 7 titles on the line. History will be made at Ariake Arena. Let's get it on.
Here is the undefeated 4 division defending undisputed super bantamweight champion of the world, Naoya Monster Inoue.
This place really is completely sold out. Not a seat to be had.
This is the moment the world has been waiting for.
Fury's never, ever been beaten and battered like that.
The winner of the Ring Magazine Event of the Year is Usyk versus Fury.
Thank you so much.
Now, the Fight of the Year award remains a ring tradition from the magazine's inception in 1922. The standout bout has been annually recognised. Harry Grebb's defeat of Gene Tunney claimed the inaugural prize, and since then some of the most iconic moments in the sport have been bestowed with this honour, including Ali against Frazier. We've got Hagler Hearns, we've got Holyfield Tyson, Gatti against Ward, and I'm sure you all have your favourite in the room, but that is a discussion for another day. Now, this year has produced a number of contenders, as fighters have left it all in the ring to thrill and entertain us. Now, here to present the 2024 Fight of the Year award is the one and only Teofimo Lopez.
Okay, here are the nominees for Fight of the Year.
Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk. The first time in 25 years that 2 fighters fought for undisputed supremacy in the heavyweight division. Fernando Martinez versus Kazuto Ioka. They battled it out in a relentless fight, ending with Martinez unifying the WBA and IBF super flyweight titles. Artur Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol. 2 undefeated fighters competing for all 4 crowns in the light heavyweight division.
What a fantastic contest that was.
Sergey Boachuk versus Virgil Ortiz. A thrilling spectacle in the super welterweight division, seeing Ortiz floored for the first time in his career. Otzebek Kolmatov and Raymond Ford. An electrifying brawl as Ford showed immense heart, being down on the scorecards, but changed his fate with a dramatic last-second stoppage. Fabio Wardley versus Frazier Clark. A brutal and bloody British heavyweight title bout that ended in a dramatic split draw, showcasing both fighters' resilience and skill.
And the winner of the Ring Magazine Fight of the Year for 2024 is Ford versus Komatov. Come here and claim your prize. Take over. Let's go.
Thank you. I appreciate this. This means everything to me. It goes to show the hard work and dedication that me and my team been putting in, and we're going to continue to go up and putting on great shows for y'all. Appreciate it.
Approaching the business end of our ceremony, where we recognise the best fighter of the year. First up, Female Fighter of the Year, an award that celebrates excellence, determination and trailblazing achievements in women's boxing. These women have not only displayed extraordinary determination and resilience and skill, but have also inspired millions around the world, leaving an indelible mark on the sport. And here to present the award is reigning WBC featherweight champion, Sky Nicholson.
Here are the nominees for Female Fighter of the Year.
Gabriela Fundora topped off a year of world title fights by becoming the youngest undisputed world champion in history. Mikael Mayer topped off a year of back-to-back world title fights with an impressive victory in a grudge match against Sandy Ryan. Katie Taylor, her year was building towards one of the biggest matches in boxing history, winning in front of a global audience of over 100 million people. Seniesa Estrada achieved a significant milestone by defeating Yokobaye to become the undisputed female minimum weight champion. She announced her retirement later in the year with an undefeated record. Claressa Shields, the self-proclaimed greatest woman of all time, solidified that statement after a second-round stoppage in her 12th world title fight in a row. Amanda Serrano closed out a two-fight year in record-breaking fashion, a rematch against her old foe, Katie Taylor.
The winner of the Ring Magazine Female Fighter of the Year for 2024 is Gabriela Fundora.
Wow. I think I'm probably the happiest 22-year-old there is, you know? I first off want to thank Ring Magazine and its new ownership for continuing to make such a historical event and bringing amazing boxers all around the world together in this one room. You know, this is amazing. 2024 Female Fighter of the Year. I first want to thank my promotions, Golden Boy Promotions and Samson Boxing, for leading me to great and meaningful fights. You know, this wouldn't have been possible. I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for them, you know? So let's continue to make history. I also want to thank my family. This is what it's been leading to, you know? We ended the year with becoming undisputed. Not only that, but we became the youngest undisputed, male or female, in boxing. So this is more than I can ask for, and I feel truly blessed, truly fortunate to be spending it with such wonderful people. I want to tell everybody around the world watching that opportunities are everywhere. It's up to you to seize the moment. So dream and dream big, because one day you'll be standing up here receiving an award. Thank you.
Next award is for the Male Fighter of the Year. Now, Fighter of the Year is a tribute to the individual who has truly dominated the ring, overcoming fierce opponents and showcasing unparalleled skill and capturing the hearts of fans worldwide. Now, this year, the competition has been fierce with incredible performances that have left us all in awe. Now, these fighters have delivered unforgettable moments and reminded us why boxing is the sweet science. And here to present the prestigious accolade is the reigning WBC World Lightweight Champion, Shakur Stevenson.
Here to present the Male Fighter of the Year.
What a year it's been for Oleksandr Usyk. 2 blockbuster battles with Tyson Fury saw him cement his legacy, becoming the first undisputed heavyweight champion in 25 years, then conquering the giant once more in an epic rematch. A destructive year for Jesse Bam Rodriguez. He handed Sonny Edwards his first professional defeat, stepped up in weight to stop Juan Estrada, and capped it off by flatlining Pedro Guevara. Daniel Dubois delivered a career-defining year. He put a Brooklyn beatdown on Big Baby, stopped the undefeated El Animal, and claimed the IBF throne by dropping Anthony Joshua 4 times before over 90,000 roaring fans at an electric Wembley Stadium. Artur Beterbiev lived up to his beast reputation, crushing Callum Smith before claiming undisputed light heavyweight glory by defeating Dmitry Bivol in one of the biggest fights of the decade. Junto Nakatani had a sensational year, claiming WBC gold by ferociously stopping Santiago, blasting out Astrolabio in the first round, and capping it off with another dominant stoppage over Sor Chipatanya. WBO world champion Oscar Collazo dominated Gutierrez and Zapata before delivering a destructive performance against Thamanoon Neontron, cementing his place as a Puerto Rican powerhouse.
And the winner of the Ring Magazine Male Fighter of the Year for 2024 is Oleksandr Usyk.
Hi, everybody. First time, thank you for God. For my family, my team, His Excellency, thank you so much. For me, this year was great. For me, for my team, for my country, for me it's very important. If you want to help people, if you want to give smile, give good education, behavior, smile, be happy people. Thank you so much. And I want to say my opponent, my best friend, Tyson Fury. My friend, Greedy Belly, thank you so much. You're great, my opponent.
To our final award of the evening, which is a very special award indeed, because this one we recognise the dedication, the effort and the achievement of one of boxing's most significant figures. And there can only be one man suited to present the Lifetime Achievement Award, and that is the voice of the squared circle. So please welcome back to the stage Hall of Fame ring announcer Michael Buffer.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor for me to be here tonight, and I've loved every minute of it. I'm going to go off script for just a moment, if I may. I'd like everyone to just look at who's sitting at your table, and look at the tables around you, and think about who you saw as you were arriving tonight. What a special night for all of us in the world of boxing. Now, everyone knows many fighters and people in boxing have nicknames or they go by different things. If I said Iron Mike, you know who I'm talking about, or the Real Deal, or the Golden Boy. So I would like to say thanks to a certain person without saying his name. Thank you, Excellency, for making this night possible. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed my honor to announce the recipient of this next award, a man I've known for over 40 years.
Don King is an icon of boxing's golden era, orchestrating some of the greatest moments in the sport's history. From the Rumble in the Jungle to the Thrilla in Manila, Don didn't just stage fights, he built cultural landmarks. Don's unmatched showmanship created an event in himself. When Don is in the house, everybody tunes in. Tonight, we celebrate a visionary, a pioneer, a legend. Thank you, Don, for a lifetime of unforgettable moments.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Lifetime Achievement Award goes to the Hall of Fame promoter, Mr. Don King. Now, unfortunately, Don is unable to be here tonight, but we have a very special video message.
I bring you greetings from the United States of America. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, the incomparable Ring Magazine. So I'm looking forward to being the recipient of the Ring Magazine Lifetime Achievement Award. And I'm looking forward to being a part and parcel of freedom and peace. So what we're going to do here today is I'm going to accept this award in the love of the people, for peace and freedom. And I'm just happy that Ring Magazine has chosen me to be the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award. And I thank you so very, very much. So again, I thank you, Your Excellency, and I thank you, Ring Magazine, and I thank all the boxing fans around the world, and I pray for their peace, unity, solidarity, and harmony.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here to present the award is another Don from the world of boxing, the president of the WBC, Don Mauricio Suleiman, and accepting is Mr. Carl Lewis.
Now, that was a very special end to a great night, and that officially brings the curtain down here on the inaugural Ring Award. So congratulations to all of our winners and all of our nominees that helped make 2024 such a memorable year in boxing, maybe even the best year in boxing. I'm sure, like me, you are already looking forward to 2025. Remember, Ring Magazine will be covering every single angle. Thank you very much.
Through 103 years of history, we've seen it all. The unbeaten Marciano, the haymaking Foreman, the baddest man on the planet, the long-reigning Joe, the 8-division champ, and, of course, the GOAT. But we're not stopping here. We're ready for the next Muhammad Ali, for the next undisputed champions, the next Liston jabs and Hagler Hearns rounds, the next Wilder knockouts and Douglas underdogs. We are ready for it all. The Ring. The legacy continues.
Now, in just a few moments, members of the brass players for the London Philharmonic Orchestra will be playing us out. But once again, let's hear it for our 2024 Ring Award winners.
That was fun. Really enjoyed it. It was so great to see those that have made 2024 such a great year in the world of boxing get their recognition, not just the fighters, but the trainers, those behind the scenes as well. And Don King getting the Life Achievement Award. And look, I sort of grew up watching boxing in the 80s, and it was all about Don King and putting on those special shows as well. So a great event.
Only in America is what Don King used to say, but now it's only in Riyadh, in London, and everywhere around the world. Boxing is being brought all over the world, and it's a great thing. I mean, these awards, every great face, every great name is in the building. I mean, this is history. I love it.
Yeah, the two big ones, right? Male Fight of the Year, Female Fight of the Year, going to the right recipients, I believe. Oleksandr Usyk, without a shadow of a doubt, I think, Male Fight of the Year. And Gabriela Fundora, a new face to a lot of, casual boxing fans. You've covered her fights a few times. Younger sister of Sebastian Fundora. The Fundora people are doing well, right? I mean, the brother's doing fantastic well. Gabriela's doing incredible things.
Yeah, Sebastian Fundora, he attempted greatness. He came up short, but his sister sweeping up everything, becoming the youngest undisputed champion in boxing. I mean, it's incredible what she's doing. An incredible award, because that was a slot that Katie Taylor could have easily won. Yeah. She's done amazing things, Amanda Serrano, but no, well-deserved for Sweet Poison, Gabriela Fundora.
Yeah, I love that nickname, Sweet Poison. And you look at her frame, look, she's in the flyweight division. I mean, look at her, what is she, 5'8", 5'9", she piles on the pounds. I mean, I think we're watching someone that's going to go up through the weights, and eventually, I mean, who knows where her landing spot could be?
Well, when you're almost 5'10" and 112 pounds, I mean, she has a length, she has a reach, she has a size, but most importantly, she just comes from that boxing pedigree, that boxing blood. She wants to get better. She wants to get hungry. You can bet that Fundora is going to be around for a long time.
Yeah, and she likes to knock out as well. You look at the year that she's had, 3 wins, 2 of those will come by knockout. So she entertains as well. Robert Garcia winning Trainer of the Year. It was a close one for me between him and Don Charles. I think what Don's done with Daniel Dubois has been fantastic. But Robert Garcia, I mean, you go to that gym and he has so many fighters. It isn't just the big names, the Jesse Rodriguez and the Virgil Ortiz and Valenzuela. So many fighters. I think his fighters went a record 77-7 this year. 77-7.
Oh, you did your homework.
I did a little homework. They told me I'm going to do this, a little homework. But Robert Garcia, fully deserved, I think, for Trainer of the Year.
Now, you know what? I've known Robert Garcia for a long time, and Team Garcia, and I'm glad that he was able to give his family the props they deserve, because trainers like fathers and boxers and everybody in boxing, they know the commitment, the sacrifice, the dedication, and the families are the ones that suffer. So right now he had his moment. Robert Garcia had a great speech, well-deserved, and you said it, Rayo, and the things that he did with Bam Rodriguez. Yeah. I mean, it's an incredible year that he's been having. Well-deserved, Robert Garcia.
Knockout of the Year is always an intriguing one. Daniel Dubois over Anthony Joshua. Not for me, but I can understand the magnitude of it and everything in terms of who you're knocking out as well, and a former unified heavyweight champion. But I like Daniel Dubois' speech. I feel like we're seeing a new Daniel Dubois now. He's coming out of his shell. I think what he's doing with Don Charles and that team is great, and I can't wait for February 22nd when we see him against Joseph Parker. 2 very much top 5 heavyweights for me right now.
Oh, no, easily top 5. And I think the resurgence they've been having, not only him, but Joseph Parker, both of them, it's a perfect match for them to clash because both of them have had their moment at top and both of them had a step back. Now, they both have that momentum that you're talking about, and it's the right clash at the right time. Perfect heavyweight match, and it's only happening because of Riyadh's season and his excellence putting these fights together.
As we wrap what's been an incredible evening, when you just turn around, Sergio, and you look at some of the names in the building, I mean, I knew it was going to be a big event.
Yeah.
Obviously, I knew once anything's got His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh behind it, you know it's going to be big. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect to see Canelo.
How lucky are we?
I didn't. Incredibly lucky, right? I didn't expect to see Oleksandr Usyk and Jaya Patai, who had a fight just a few days ago, and David Neviyika. I mean, this is an incredible lineup.
It really is like the Oscars, but for boxers. And, you know, a lot of fighters, they're not accustomed to the lights. They're not accustomed to these dinners, the tuxedos, all the famous faces. But this is what it's about. But the only way it's happening is because of His Excellency, because of Turki Al-Sheikh, because of all the money being invested in boxing. That's the reason greats like Roberto Duran and so many faces, Oscar De La Hoya, so many are here. They travel the world to honor the beauty of boxing. It's a great thing.
Yeah, it's been a great night. Remember, so much coming in the next couple of weeks as well, including the press conference. I need to quickly say that for Bivol Beterbiev 2. That's Monday. But as we say goodbye, let's throw to the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, who are going to play out some fantastic music for us.